You got it locked on Roadium Radio.
Due to circumstances beyond anyone's control, Dr. Dre is in the motherfucking house. So right about now, and I say, yo Steve, are you with me? ICE, are you with me?
Here's a little something about a nigga like me that never should've let me buy tape from Steve. Ice Cube would like to play dope shit mixed by Dr. Dre. And since I was a youth, I like COMPTON. Now I like the motherfucking Roadium. Buying a tape or two, that's what the hell I do. You don't like Tony A? Well, fuck you, this is a game, and I'm in it. Ice Cube will fuck you up in a minute with a right, left, right, making you sick. And then you see Tony A is on the mix.
Tony A! Tony A! When you're ready, go.
Welcome back, everyone, to Roadium Radio, episode 266. And before I introduce my very special guest, I just got some minor announcements. Letting you guys know, everybody who's tuned in right now, that tomorrow I will be going live. Once again, I got another special guest. It's kind of out of the ordinary that I do a Thursday show, but I'm going to do one. This guy is going to be here tomorrow, 7 p.m., because many of you have been requesting him for the last 2 years. So I won't tell you who it is. You're going to have to follow me on Instagram to find out tomorrow morning when I post up the flyer. Other than that, I want to thank everybody who has been submitting their music. Once again, continue to submit your music to rodiumradio@gmail.com. You guys should be able to see that on the screen, rodiumradio@gmail.com. Many of you guys continue to DM me or inbox me and ask me, how do I submit music? I make this clear every episode. Submit your music to rodiumradio@gmail.com. Send music. You can send up to 2 or 3 songs. You can send videos and a short bio. A short bio is very, very important. Okay, a lot of you guys may not think that it's important, but it's very important. Other than that, we're still working on our website. Other than that, we want to thank everybody who tuned in, everybody on the live chat, everybody who liked, comment, subscribe, disliked. It doesn't matter. You guys are still watching. So without further ado, please allow me to introduce someone who is no stranger to Roadium Radio. So once again, the one and the only Roxxx. How are you?
What's up, guys? I'm good.
That's good. I'm glad you're here.
Me too. I've been waiting to come back forever. I've been asking my dad. I'm like, when can I come back? When can I come back?
He you know what? He told me, and I was actually surprised. I was like, for real?
real?
You want to come back?
What? Why wouldn't I want to come back?
No, but that's a dope thing. That's a
Yeah.
dope thing. You know what? Okay. Let me do the math on something really quick.
Okay.
You were here February 21st, 2021. Okay.
Okay.
That's way over a year.
Right.
And you were here with Magic. Okay. MC Magic. Give a shout out to MC Magic and Big D.
Yep. Yeah.
The episode was episode 137. This is episode 266. That was 129 episodes ago.
Dang.
that's-
That's crazy.
And you've been busy.
Right.
You've been busy. Now, you know what? Let's just give a small recap before we jump into it. A small recap of maybe this is the first time that people are tuning in and they don't know who Roxxx is, okay? And maybe you're just reintroducing yourself to maybe a new generation, or I should say a new crowd, because it is 120 episodes ago. So once again, let's just give a general recap. Where originally is Roxxx from?
El Centro, California.
El Centro.
Yes.
Okay.
Imperial Valley.
And you grew up there all your life?
Yeah, all my life.
Okay. And let's give a little bit of your background. Growing up, what was Roxxx life like?
Pretty boring, not gonna lie. You know, like not like that. It's just because, you know, growing up, like I had real strict parents, and so I was always the cousin that like I couldn't go out to parties, I couldn't spend the night, all this type of stuff. But I mentioned that because I feel like it's so important and why it turned out the way that it turned out. Because it left me a lot of time to like be by myself, I guess.
Yeah.
It was always just me and my sister, you know, and my sister's also, she's an artist, like she paints.
Okay.
And so and it just gave us time to like find ourselves, because we were always like the odd ones out. Like my whole childhood, it was always like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
and not because my parents were mean or anything. They were just good parents. And so, like, as a kid, I didn't know that. But growing up, like, now that I'm older and I look back on it, I'm like, if my parents would have let us just be all, like, doing stuff, and I probably would have never liked music or, like, discovered that part of myself because, you know, like I said, since I was always mostly alone, that's what I discovered that I loved, you know?
Okay.
And
now, looking back, you had mentioned that you came from strict parents.
yes.
You know, for me, it's not a bad thing, okay? It really isn't, because I came from very strict parents. But I will have to say this, and years later, I admitted it to my parents what I did. I snuck out of the house to enter a battle of the DJs. And I won. I had to have win. I had to have won. If not, I would have got my ass beat when I got home. So I won a check, and then I won a trophy. I snuck back in my house, and I left the check and the trophy there at the table, and I went to bed. So my mom kind of forgave me because she got the money.
Yeah.
And I still have the trophy. So yeah.
No way.
But you know what? Coming from strict parents, I believe it's a good thing. You said because it gives you an opportunity to find yourself.
Yeah.
And many times it's finding that gift that's in here.
Yeah.
You know, many times if you're just out in the street, believe it or not, you're not going to find it. Many times a lot of people end up doing what somebody else is doing.
Right.
And that's what sets you apart, you know. So now I saw a video. We won't get into the video just yet, where you're throwing jabs.
Oh.
Now, I know your dad's a big boxing fan, and your dad is here. And eventually we'll bring him on. But did he ever teach you how to box, or did you ever get into boxing?
Yeah, so my dad does like boxing a lot, and I just remember growing up, like, he wanted me to be a boxer, because, you know, he always said that I have like a heavy hand, and my sister tells me that too. And so I just remember, like, when he would teach me, I think it was like around 7 or 8 when he started to like actually teach me, and then he just kind of made me do it till I was like, I want to say like 12, 13, because I've at that age, you know, like, I was becoming a teenager, and like I didn't like that anymore, and I didn't want to do that. I hated it. That little, I don't know if you know, but like all boxing gyms have this specific alarm. It's like the annoying, that like gives me like boxing PTSD. I hate that alarm because my dad used to own a gym, and I remember he used to make me and my sister go, and I hated that alarm so much, like literally. But I don't know, I could watch it, I guess, like not all the time, or like hardly ever, but like when I have sat down and watched it, I'm like, yeah, it's cool, but I'm not like passionate about boxing, so I didn't want to be a boxer, you know.
Did he make you watch boxing matches, boxing fights?
My dad's never like really forced me. I know he wants me to, but like there've been a few times like where we've like talked about stuff like that, and I think it's cool, but it's just not my passion, you know what I mean? But I respect it a lot, but it's not, it just wasn't for me, you know. And that's actually where I got my name from, the nickname J-Rock, because my dad used to call me that because he used to think I was going to be a boxer. He was like, this is going to be your boxer name, but obviously I turned into a singer instead, and we ended up just adding the triple X because of XXXTentacion, but that's where that name originates from, because he thought I was going to be a boxer.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Man, I'm over there looking at your dad, and I'm thinking, man, he wanted your girl to be a boxer? You know, well, you know what? At one point, I wanted one of my daughters, who's 28 now, she's a school teacher. I wanted her to be a drummer, you know, but she became a school teacher. My other daughter became, was in the Air Force, but she gave me my 2 grandbabies who you saw running out in their chonies. So, but now, you ever been to a boxing match?
No, I've only been to like local ones that my dad used to host when he was a boxing coach, but I've never been to like a real boxing fight before. Okay,
you had mentioned that you have a heavy hand. Okay.
Yeah.
I know your dad wouldn't tell you that if it wasn't true. Okay. I've only met certain people that have heavy hands. And it's almost like you can pass somebody in the back, and instead of it's something like this, it sounds.
Yeah, it's like that one scene from White Chicks. Have you ever seen it?
Yeah.
When he's going like that to the girl, he thinks it's all soft. She's all like that. Her shoulders getting hit.
Now, let me ask you. Growing up, did any girls find out you have a heavy hand? Meaning, did you ever get into any fights?
No. No, I was not a fighter. Definitely, I'm more of like a peacemaker. I'm just like, if I don't have to have drama, I won't have drama. If I don't, like, me personally, like, I've always just like to stay out of the way. Like, and when people have told me stuff or whatever, I've always just like to go about it in a respectful way. Yeah. And I'm just like calm about it, and because I'm not like hot-headed where I get mad and I want to fight, and like never ever like ever.
Okay. So let's talk about the 3 X's of your name, Roxxx, J Roxxx, okay?
Right.
And that, once again, let's refresh the listeners' memories on why the 3 X's once again.
For XXXTentacion, I don't know if the camera can like see it. It's so tiny, but right here I have the triple X on my finger.
Okay. Okay.
What
was it about him?
Everything.
Okay, well, share with us.
Dang, you're gonna make me start talking a lot.
It's okay.
I just love X for, I think there's so many reasons. I think he's probably one of the best human beings that probably like ever walked this earth. Because the difference between X and a lot of new rappers, because I don't really like a lot of new rappers, the difference between him and them was that I feel like he knew he had a bigger purpose and he had a mission, and there was something that he wanted to accomplish with his music, and that was to expand people's consciousness. And he didn't want to make his listeners dumb. He didn't want his listeners to be bad people, because he had a negative time in his life and he grew from it, and so he wanted everyone else to grow with him as well. He didn't want to be a bad influence, and I feel like he just tried to educate people and connect with people on such a deep level that artists nowadays don't care to do.
Right.
He would go live all the time. You feel like you were on FaceTime with him. He would always be doing positivity posts on his stories, but they weren't corny. They were legit. Like, he made you feel like if you were important to him and you didn't even know him like that. You know what I mean? And his whole mission was just like so focused on being a better person. It wasn't just about like, oh, I'm gonna make a banger and I'm a good rapper and that's it. It's like he was so evolutionary as a human being, like mentally, physically, spiritually, everything. Like everything about him was just captivating to me, and I feel like he's everything that a true artist should be. Or like if you looked up the definition of what a true artist is like, it's him. You know what I mean?
Okay. When did you first hear of him?
I think when I was like 14 in high school.
Okay, so somebody played a song or something and you were just like, who's that? Or
he used to be a meme when he was first blowing up. Everyone hated X. A lot of people still hate X. He was definitely not a loved artist when he was alive. People hated him.
Why do you think that?
'Cause he was very controversial.
Okay, can you give me an example of possibly what do you mean by
He had accusations of, beating his girlfriend.
I heard that, yeah.
Accusations of being homophobic because he beat up this guy in prison. That was also proven to be, false. And he was in prison, so it's like, like what do you expect if a guy's looking at you in the shower? Like, obviously, you know what I mean? Like, there's like a lot of layers to things that people like they don't really look into it. And he was just like, he just didn't care. He said what he felt. He had no filter.
Do you think that possibly you look at him as an artist? Do you think in your generation that's your guys', if you will, version of Tupac? For an example, my generation, they see Tupac the way you see
X.
X.
Right.
Do you think that he's a lot like the way people see Tupac?
To be honest, I know a lot of people get mad at that.
Yeah.
But I would say in a sense, kind of, like, because I guess in a sense of like his mission and what he was trying to do with music and the influence that he was trying to have, he was like actually trying to leave an impact, and he was trying to make people smarter than he found them. Mm-hmm. Compared to other rappers that they just want clout, they just want the hype, they just want the money, they just want the fame. His mind was so beyond all of that stuff, like he would legit walk around in pajamas because like he just wanted people to love him for him. So I guess in a way, kind of, but I don't know, it's just really hard because a lot of people did hate X, like a lot of people, but the people that do love him, I would say like they idolize him like Tupac, like most definitely.
I'm going to tell you something that maybe you didn't know, and I don't know if your father ever shared this with you, and this I know because downtown LA's, if there's no damn traffic, it's like 15 minutes away. Okay. So me being around a lot of artists who work with Tupac, who hung out with Tupac, I met Tupac when he was 19, and he was a real quiet guy. Okay. One thing I will say about Tupac, that when he did that All Eyes on Me album, I'm not going to lie to you, there was a lot of people when he was alive that hated Tupac. A lot of people don't never bring that up. They just say, Tupac this, Tupac that. He's a dope rapper. Do not get me wrong. Right. But when he was alive, there was a lot of people that did not like him. So I understand when you're saying when X was alive, a lot of people didn't like him. It was the same for him. It truly was. I remember. Now, these are my black homies. When Tupac, the second time he got shot, this is right before they announced his death. Some of my black homies called me up and told me, this guy won't die, man. And I was like, dude, like that? It was like that. you know. So I just wanted to clear the air on that because I know that now that they're gone, a lot of people show a lot of love towards them.
Definitely.
We definitely need to speak truth, you know. And how do you think, before we move on, how do you think he's being remembered today?
X?
Yeah.
To the people that really know him and that truly cared about him and loved him, they, like I said, I feel like they do idolize him, like how people see Tupac. Like most definitely, they know the truth. And the people that hate him are people that won't look any deeper into what they want to believe is true.
Right.
Like I remember literally the day that he died, some girl made a post. She wrote paragraphs of how happy she was that he was dead. She was celebrating his death, and paragraphs in her on her post, and people in the comments were agreeing with her, and I was like, wow, like even if you didn't like him for whatever reason, I'm like, that's just so disrespectful. He has little brothers that are on social media, little cousins, his mom, like, and I was like, you have to be like so unhappy with yourself and so like sick to do something like that. You know what I mean?
That's true. I mean, how boring can your life be that you have to write paragraphs?
Right.
Last question before we move on. Did you ever get to see him perform?
No, and I'll forever blame my dad for that.
Why?
I have a grudge against my dad knows too. He knows I'm mad at him forever. Because one time, like this is when I started to love X. Because I'm gonna be honest, when I first discovered X, I didn't like him only because I had only heard one song, and the lyrics were very nasty, and my parents didn't raise me like that. So I was just like, who is this guy? But then I listened to his other music, and I was like, hold up, he's actually dope. So then I started to fall in love with him, and I saw that he was performing in San Diego. I think I was like 16. Mm-hmm. Was I like 16? Yeah. And I saw that he was performing in San Diego, and that was like the closest concert that he was having, because I'm from El Centro, so that's like about an hour and a half away. And I was like begging my dad if he would take me, begging. And he kept saying no. He kept telling me no because he didn't like X. So he's like, I'm not going to take you to that. And like I was a minor, so I couldn't go by myself, obviously. And I was just so mad. And I think it was like a few months after that he had passed away, and I was just like, my biggest regret in life, like I was like, I should have like snuck out or found a way to go, like anything, because I literally just hate myself for never seeing him perform live. Like, and I always say to this day, like I wish I could have just had like one conversation with him, just one.
Really?
But, yeah, I think it would have changed my life if I just had one conversation with him.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you something. I want you to think about this. Okay. All right. Say that somebody can make it possible for you to talk to him.
Right.
And would you want to?
Yes.
Okay.
That's not even a question.
Okay. Don't turn around, but say he walks in right behind you.
No.
And he sits down on that couch right there. And you turn around and it was him. What would you say to him?
Well, first of all, I think I'll pass out. And then I would cry, and then I would finally be able to talk to him. But honestly, there's so many topics that I just want to touch, like with X specifically. And honestly, like, I don't know, there's so many things I would ask him. I can't pick one thing. Okay. There's so many things I would talk about.
Okay. I just wanted to clear that up because a lot of people asked me to ask her why the 3 X's.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now, I know your dad knows, but I needed to ask. In the 70s and 80s, and with your dad's permission, I want to say this, X-rated movies, porn movies, had 3 X's. So. No,
I know that. Okay. And I just remember one time, I'm not going to say who, but some guy asked me in an interview if that's what it was for. And I just thought that was so weird that he asked me that. And kind of gross, because I was like, ew. But no, that's not why I have it in my name. X, okay, I'm gonna be honest, X had it in his name because of that. Because he was a dumb kid when he made that name for himself, you know? Okay. And he's a boy, so it's like, it's very different. But I have the X's because it's my way of paying homage to X, the person, not for his reasons or why he did it, you know? Right. That has nothing to do with me. But yeah, so that's why I have it. I know some people think like whatever, but all good. That's not what it's about.
Oh, good. You know, now you could turn around and see who came in.
Big D. I already know.
Baby said something nice.
Oh, yeah, she was.
Baby said something nice.
What's up, my brother?
My brother right there.
Yeah, okay. So now, you were here, episode 137. Soon after that, you started taking off, started doing shows with MC Magic and Little Rob, and I think on occasions, Baby Bash, correct? Yeah. Being up on stage for the first time with those guys, how was it for you?
It's just crazy because like I grew up listening to them. You know, my parents love them, and it's like it's just funny because like you know my nana would say Little Rob was her crush and like all this stuff, and then like to just hear things like that all my life, and then now they're just like my friends. You know, it's like it's just crazy. It's funny, but I don't know. I would definitely say it's an honor because I mean they were just talking about this the other day, but they were saying like like if it's like a Mount Rushmore of like Chicano music, it's like it's all of them. You know.
Yeah.
And so.
Okay. Now let me answer this. I know it's probably a silly question, but I have to ask you. When they give you the mic and you take the stage, do you still get nervous?
No.
Really?
I don't think I've ever gotten like been nervous to perform. My mentality is like I'm gonna get this over with, not because I don't like it, but because I'm like I want to kill it and that's it, and just do my job and just get out of here. You know what I mean?
Rock it.
Yeah, like that. It's never like, oh my god, I'm so scared. And but if anything, the only thing that like I guess makes me kind of nervous is just like my outfits. I stress out about my outfits, but other than that, it's like when it comes to actual singing and performing and interacting with the crowd, definitely not. Like,
Okay. I guess you kind of touched on my next question was, is there anything about performing that you don't like?
Big D's gonna get mad at me actually, and Magic, but I hate my outfits.
Okay.
I don't like to dress like, okay, this doesn't sound funny, but I don't like to dress super feminine. I just don't like it. I hate it. Matter of fact, like if I could wear this to every show, I would. And it's
But
cause
describe what you're wearing right now.
well, right now I'm just wearing Dickies, and they're like 2 sizes too big, but that's because how I like them. My Air Forces are like 2 sizes too big because I like my shoes to look bigger. I don't like my feet to look tiny. I'm wearing a Pro Club, and I'm wearing Dickies just button up, and that's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You remind me of this one guy. He was, I used to work with him, short guy. This guy was like literally like 4'11", and he used to wear size 13 shoes. And I was like, come on, pal.
That's funny.
You know? So, yeah. But, okay, now, but I guess on the opposite side, the good thing you do like is you do like performing.
I like seeing their faces, like their reaction to me. You know, like when I touch their hands or when they sing along or like when they want me to like grab their phones and record videos. And like, it's just so crazy. And like some people cry. And it's so weird to see people like singing my songs because I'm like. That must make you feel a certain way. It's weird. Like, I feel like I come out of my body when that happens because I'm like, this is not real. Like, do you know what I mean? Do you ever have a feeling that's so overwhelming that you're just like, you don't feel like it's real? And like, you kind of feel like you're not there. And like, you want to be present, but you're just so like, oh my God, that you just like come out of your body. Like, I don't know. It's just crazy. No, I know exactly the way you're feeling. One of my things, when I first started, I started DJing in middle school. Well, back then it was junior high school. Today's middle school. So I kind of got the jitters out. But I remember I was in Texas and I was performing with a lot of big groups that I kind of grew up listening to. Okay, I'll name them. You probably may not know, but I'll name them like Chub Rock, EPMD, you know, groups like that. Okay, and Gangstar. And we were in San Antonio, not San Antonio, we were in Houston, Texas at an arena. And there was 14,000 people there. And I remember when I went to go set up for a sound check, I did some scratching. I just went on my turntables, and I heard that loud as hell. And I think that's what scared me. I was like, holy crap, this is real. Okay? So we go live on stage, and I'm DJing for a bunch of guys. When I pick up my needle, I haven't had this feeling in a long time. My hand was like this. I was so nervous. I couldn't put the needle on the record. And it was just like, and I was like, oh my God. Now, have you ever gotten like that at a show, like where maybe the crowd was just so electric and it was your turn to go out there and you just couldn't deliver, or forgotten lyrics? I have forgot lyrics before, actually, not gonna lie, because and it's so weird because my memory is so good. My memory is so good because I have kind of like a short story, but I remember in elementary school, my teacher used to make us learn and then recite poems in front of the whole class. Every week we had to do that. I hated doing that because I was super shy growing up, but I always knew them. Like, I always memorized them no matter how long they were. Matter of fact, one time my mom put me in catechism, and when I had to learn what is it called? The something creed or something like that. Okay. It's long, and I got made fun of because I was the only one in my class who actually memorized it. So basically, the point of that is that my memory is really good because I don't know how, but it just is like things I did in elementary school. And so like I have them like literally like drilled into my mind, and I feel like I know all the lyrics perfectly, and then it's like when I get on stage, my brain literally just disappears, and I'm like and there have been times where I have forgot lyrics and I just look at Magic and I'm like, oh my God, it hasn't happened a lot, but it has happened a few times, and like I just freeze. Like literally, I just freeze.
Really?
Yeah. Or sometimes I forget how to breathe. Like, so I'll be on stage, and you breathe by yourself. It's like not a conscious thing. You just do it, and I'll be like right there, and then I become aware that I'm breathing, and then I think about breathing, and then I'm like, and then nothing comes out, and I'm like, oh my God, and I'm like, stop thinking about breathing, and then it's like it continues by itself. But I think those are like the only two things that probably like happen to me when I'm nervous, but it's not often though.
One singer that I interviewed here said that she had gotten cotton mouth, meaning her mouth got dry.
Oh yeah, I hate that.
Does that happen?
Not all the time, but I do perform without water. Like I never perform with water. There's been like rare occasions where I have a water bottle there, but most of the time I don't perform with water. So yeah, sometimes that happens to me, but I don't know, I could still pull it off. Like they don't really notice when that happens. So yeah, it's not that big of a deal, but that has happened to me before and I hate it.
Okay. Now, odd situations. You ever had a situation where the crowd possibly just was not reacting, and even to the point where somebody might have thrown them something at you?
Nobody has ever thrown anything at me. But we have had crowds that they were just not that good. You know what I mean? Like, and I could tell when a crowd doesn't like me. I could feel the energy.
Really?
Like, I could literally feel that. I could see their face. But I don't let it affect me. I just try to be nice to them too, because I have to remember, like, I'm still an upcoming artist. Like,
yes.
In cut to the real world, not online, nothing. I'm still an upcoming artist. A lot of people don't know who I am. So I'm like, instead of being rude to them because they don't know me, I'm just like, okay, then make them know you, or make them something memorable so that they do, maybe want to look into you afterwards, or can in a way that I could possibly make the show more enjoyable. Because me personally too, I wouldn't want to be forced to watch someone that I don't like, you know what I mean? So like, I try to make it like fun for them, or like I just try to make it as exciting as I can, because most of my songs are sad, but yeah, I mean, I could definitely tell, and I just try not to let it get to me,
Okay. You said most of your songs are sad.
Yeah.
Like, explain that.
Well, like, they're just sad. Like, I can't dance to them or nothing. Like, even my cumbias are freaking sad. So, I mean, the lyrics are sad. But I was literally just telling my dad the other day that I think that anything that has to do with sadness, I'm just good at it.
And what do you think that is? Why do you think that is?
Okay, so I have this theory about myself, but I don't know if it's like true or not. Okay, so I believe in like past lives and all that.
Okay.
But I don't think everyone has a past life, but I think some people do.
Okay.
And I just feel like maybe in my past life, I think I had a husband and I think he died. Because if you hear any of my songs, they're always about a dead husband. And I don't know why, but my brain automatically just makes my lyrics like that. Every like love song that I have is like about a dead husband. Even my Princesa music video was about a dead like boyfriend. And I don't know why, but I'm like so like attached to that storyline that almost all my songs are about that. And I don't know. I'm just thinking like maybe that's why I just kind of naturally feel like just lean more towards the sad side. I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Have you ever had a vision of this past husband?
Well, there is this person that I've seen in my dreams since I was 7 years old. So maybe this is for your paranormal podcast, not this one.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Wow.
No, but that's why I said that's just a theory of myself, because realistically, I don't think I'm like a super sad person. I think I'm like mostly happy and like mostly laughing and stuff like that. But like, I guess just like deep down inside, probably like I just think a lot too. I think a lot, and like I'm smarter than a lot of people my age. Like, I'm smarter than people that are older than me, and it makes you kind of like feel, I guess, just really alone. You know what I mean? Because like, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna get into a way deeper topic if I keep talking about this.
It's okay. Keep going.
Like, literally,
got a couple minutes.
Like literally, I don't even have to do drugs to think the way that I think. My dad told me, I think yesterday, he's like, you're on a natural high all the time, because I think that my mind just wanders like crazy. And I just like, I don't know, I read about a lot of stuff. I'm into philosophy and like, just I don't know, like my mind is just, I feel like it's sometimes too deep for a lot of people. So I like just hide that part of myself. But I feel like that's probably another reason why I do feel sad sometimes, because it's like, it feels like you're speaking a language that nobody else speaks and they don't understand. I
truly understand it, and reading is good. I encourage all our listeners to read. In order for you to grow, you're gonna have to feed your mind. Because there's a lot of people out there. Like, I didn't start reading till like I was in my 20s.
Right.
And now in the other room, I have at least a collection of at least 1,000 books.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I really truly like to read.
I love reading too.
I guess my reading has more to do with like ancient history. You know, but I think it's good to read, and you know, it's good to have a good, intelligent conversation with people.
Yes.
Instead of talking to someone that all they say is, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get you. That's why I was telling my dad. I was like, most of my friends are older people. Like, legit, most of my friends are way older. And I'm talking about, like, way old, like, 50s, 40s, not even just, like, 25. Like, no. Because even then, people even in, like, that age range are, like, still, like, very immature. And, I don't know, like, but yeah, like you said, like, there's nothing like an intelligent conversation. I think that's
a good thing. You know what? I was talking to a female here that I interviewed a while back, and she was in her 20s, and she said she liked dating older guys. So I said, well, how much older? And she said 40s and 50s. And I said, well, why? And she said this, and I think she had a great point.
Right.
Not that I'm saying that I'm all for it, but I just think she had a great point. She said, well, it's because most guys my age, all they want to do is smoke weed, drink beer, go to their friend's house, and play Call of Duty.
Literally, yeah. Literally.
and I was like, wow, that's so damn true. It's so damn, I'm like, what about conversations? Can you have conversation with somebody your age? No, they don't know what to talk about.
They don't. They're literally like so lost, and it's like the same conversation over and over. Like, I feel like I could literally even tell what people are gonna say next, and I could like, but having one conversation with people, I could tell exactly what type of person they are. Like, exactly, just off of one conversation. Yes. And it sucks that it's like that, but it's true. And like, me personally, I wouldn't date an older guy because unless it's Eminem, but other than him, I would not.
Unless it's Eminem.
Yeah. But I wouldn't date an older guy because I feel like that's nasty. But I get where she's coming from though. Like, and you know, it's just rare to find mature people that know themselves just in general, but especially when you're younger, you know what I mean?
I saw a quote one time that said that a girl asked a guy, do you think I'm beautiful? And the guy said, I don't know, we haven't had a conversation yet.
Ooh,
that's deep right
that's
there.
Dope. I like that. I'm gonna start saying that to people.
Yeah, exactly. So here's what we're gonna take a break. We're gonna come right back. I want to pick up on an interview that you did on a hot topic. Okay. So we're going to pick up right when we come back. So everybody, once again, call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody, let them know that J-Rock's in the motherfucking building, and we'll be back in 10 minutes.
Hey, what it do? It's your boy Cap G. Subscribe to Roadium Radio, hosted by Tony A. the Wizard. Yes, sir.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is King T chilling on Roadium Radio. Tune in, subscribe every Sunday and Wednesday. Fucking with my man Tony A, the Wizard.
West up, this Lazy Dub, and you're tuned in to Roadium Radio right here with Tony A, the Wizard, on every Sunday and Wednesday, 7 p.m. Make sure you like and subscribe that.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm right here, Loco Negro, Tony A, Roadium Radio. Tune in.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy MTO right here with Tony A, the Wizard on Roadium Radio. Make sure you like and subscribe and tune in every Sunday and Wednesday.
What's up, everybody? It's your homegirl Lovely, and I'm right here at Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A, the Wizard. Make sure you subscribe and check him out every Sunday and Wednesday.
It's Nina Beretta with Roadium Radio and Tony A, the Wizard. Tune in Sundays and Wednesdays. Like and subscribe.
What's up, everybody? This is the Puppet Master chilling with El Triste. Follow and subscribe to Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Rashidi Harper, director, executive producer from Hip Hop Uncovered, and I'm here at the Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard. Stay tuned.
Coming at you live through the harbor area, you got MC Pancho, the #1 Sancho, and you're checking out Roadium Radio with my man Tony A, the Wizard. Check it out.
What's up? This is Ronan Gray. You're watching Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard. Make sure to tune in every Wednesday and Sunday.
What up? This is Mr. D over at Roadium Radio with my homeboy Tony A, the Wizard. Make sure you subscribe and tune in every Sunday and Wednesday.
What's up, y'all? This Uncle Spliff, man, from Spliff DTV. Y'all need to tune in every Sunday and Wednesday to Roadium Radio with my homie, Tony A. the Wizard.
Yo, you're tapping in with the Steel City Hustlers.
This is Roadium Radio, hosted by Tony A. the Wizard.
A motherfucking legend. Make sure you fucking like, subscribe, share, do all that shit. You know what's cracking.
Yo, it's your boy Troublesome Man, TM Gang live in full effect here at Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A. the Wizard. You know what it is, boy.
Yo, what's up? This is DJ Ernie G in the place to be. I'm chilling here at Roadium Radio with my homeboy Tony A, the motherfucking Wizard. Vatos Locos forever.
Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Young Hype here at Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard. Make sure y'all subscribe and tune in every Sunday and Wednesday.
Yeah, doggy. Yo, what's up? It's Anthony Campos, a.k.a. Big Citric, inviting everybody to tune in and subscribe to Tony Vision, Roadium Radio with your host, Tony A. the Wizard.
What's happening? It's your boy Bobby Castro, and I'm here at Roadium Radio with the homie Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure to like, subscribe, check out the shit.
What's good, y'all? Eric Bobo from the mighty Cypress Hill, chilling right here on Roadium Radio with the homeboy Tony A. the Wizard. That's right.
Hey everybody, this is Cliff Ritchie, and I'm here on Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard.
What's cracking? It's your homie Crazy Boy, Blue Rain Music. You tune in to Roadium Radio with the homie Tony A. the Wizard. Tune in every Wednesday and Sunday right here.
What's up, everybody? This is Dali C, the Trap Queen, and you guys are listening to Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure you guys tune in.
Yo, what's up? This is DJ Bobby B, and you're live with Tony A. the Wizard on Roadium Radio.
1212 coming to you live from the Harbor area. DJ Ralph M rocking beats with my man Tony A. Rocking the SP1200. Let's go.
Yo, what's up? This is DJ Yella coming straight out of Compton, Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A. the Wizard. Check him out.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl Miss Gappy from NYC. Andamos aquí with Tony A. the Wizard at Roadium Radio. You already know how to bring that NYC love. Hey, shout out to all of you guys.
Hey, what's cracking? It's that Guilty One. You're tuned in to Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard, live every Sunday and Wednesday at 7 p.m. Like and subscribe.
All right, what up? It's your boy King Cash right here at Roadium Radio with the homie Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure you guys subscribe.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Trouble P here at Roadium Radio with your boy Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure y'all subscribe and tune in. West Coast.
Yo, what it do? This your boy, Big Havoc. One Hood Admiral, South Central Cartel General. And you're tuned in to Roadium Radio with my boy, Tony A. the Wizard. Stay locked in.
Hello everybody, this is Rocky Padilla, and you're listening to Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard.
Hey, what's up my people? Hey, Trouble Kid right here, you know, in the house. Shout out to Tony A. the Wizard, and shout out Roadium Radio. Much love. Thank you for having me.
What up, world? It's YQ, Young Quicks, and right now you're listening to the OG Tony A. the Wizard on Roadium Radio. Make sure to keep it locked, subscribe, comment, hate. It don't matter, man. We get into it. 805 stand up.
Hey, what up? It's your boy Mark Cruz. You're now tuned in to Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard, the legend. Tap in.
What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Queenie. You're tuned into Roadium Radio. Check my man Tony A. the Wizard every Wednesday and Sunday. Stay tuned. Comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know what it is.
What's up, pimpin'? It's your boy Johnny Boy, aka Mr. Las Vegas, at Roadium Radio with your boy Tony A. the Wizard. Yes, catch us every Wednesday and Sunday. Yeah.
Hey y'all, this is Elvia Cadena here at Roadium Radio with motherfucking Tony A, the Wizard. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, and share.
Can I get a moment of your time? Hey, it's your boy Lucky Sun Zoo from Hood Starks Podcast. Hey, fuck with one of the best podcasts in the game, Tony A, the Wizard, Roadium Radio. Don't motherfucking play with it. Don't sleep on it. Hey, H.A., stand the fuck up. Yes, sir.
What's up? This is Clever from the Brown side. Make sure you guys tune into Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard. If not, you're a bitch.
What's cracking? It's your boy Young Thrive right here with the homie Tony A, the Wizard on Roadium Radio. Don't forget to subscribe, man. Check out the best interviews on the West Coast. Yeah.
I'm on the Roadium Radio. What up? It's ODM from Lighter Shade of Brown. You know your daddy's favorite rapper, your mama's favorite DJ, plus that YouTube star. You know what I mean? RBG fam. Lighter Shade all day with the homie Tony A. Right here, Roadium Radio, Sundays and Wednesdays. Let's go.
What's up, y'all? This is Dalia Coronado. I'm here on Roadium Radio, and you can tune in on Sundays and Wednesdays with Tony A, the motherfucking Wizard.
What's up, y'all? This is your boy Raz Kaz, and you are tuned into Roadium Radio with my big homie, Tony A, the Wizard. What's up?
This is Truth with Tony A, the Wizard at Roadium Radio. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, live Wednesdays and Sundays at 7 p.m. Tune in.
Hey, what's up? This is Lalo KV desde Atlanta. You're listening to Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard.
Yo, you know what it is. It's your boy OG Rome, a.k.a. Mr. Everywhere, repping Road Dogs Entertainment. Make sure you tune in to Tony A, the Wizard at Roadium Radio.
What up? You know what it is. It's the LA West Coast native, DeVario. And you gotta tap in with my boy, Tony A, the Wizard at Roadium Radio every Wednesday and Sunday.
What's going on? It's your boy Isaac Palau on Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard. Tune in every Wednesday and Sunday.
Hey, what's up? This is Lady Bands. Make sure you're tuning in to Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard, Sundays and Wednesdays.
Yo, what's up? This is Jimmy from Urban Kings. Make sure you tune in with Tony A, the Wizard on Roadium Radio.
Welcome back, everyone, to Roadium Radio episode 266. And we're not going to waste any more time. We're going to go ahead and jump right back into it with J-Roxxx. Everything good?
Yes. I'm trying to make it myself in the camera.
It's all good. It's all good. You know what? Okay, we're going to go ahead and jump right into it because you had tagged me on something I believe was probably a month ago, probably even been shorter than that.
Mm-hmm.
You had did an interview. Maybe you could refresh my memory. Was that at a radio station?
That was a little podcast with Alan Ice. He's a YouTuber.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a topic that you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the topic? Like, what was the question? Do you remember that?
It was something about being a Chicano in the music industry, I believe. Something about that. I don't remember the exact question, but I know it had to do with that.
Okay. Now, let me ask you this. Being a Chicano in the industry,
Mm-hmm.
you had said something that I can feel when some people don't like me or when the audience doesn't like me.
Yeah.
Have you ever had any bad experiences when you do meet and greets or off the stage where somebody has possibly expressed how they felt?
Never.
Okay.
Never. The only time someone has been rude to me is she was a drunk lady, so I didn't take it personal. That was it.
Yeah, it was the liquor.
Yeah.
So, okay, now as far as, when you said, as far as being a Chicana in this industry, do you tend to get more love from the women or from men, or do you think it's equal?
It's like my fan base is mostly girls, most definitely. It's mostly girls.
Okay.
I do have a lot of love from guys too, but it is way more girls than guys.
Okay.
Like, at my meet and greets, I meet more girls than I meet guys. Like at my meet and greets, I'll meet a few guys here and there, but it's like mostly girls. Like my TikTok, it's all girls. Instagram, mostly girls, so I would definitely say, I'm more popular with girls. I think because I'm more relatable to them too.
Yeah, and I think that's a good thing because, believe it or not, the girls are the ones that are buying stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
They love my eyelashes, my t-shirts. They just love everything that I do, you know?
Right. And if they have a boyfriend, that boyfriend better buy him something.
Especially when I came up with, I one time made a collection of like matching hoodies. One of the hoodies said Princesa, the other one said Loco. They were matching hoodies. So like, so many girls were like, I'm going to make my boyfriend buy that for me. And I'm going to force him to wear it. And this and that. So it's like, you know.
Hell yeah. That's dope. That's dope. Now, you had talked about in that little clip that you tagged me, because I tried looking on your page again and it wasn't there no more. Okay. I don't know if it's still there or not, but I didn't see it.
I think it is. I think it is still there.
I had saw it, and that was the most serious I've ever seen you. And you were saying something like how hard it is to be a Chicana in this industry. Now, I'm going to bring something up because a long time ago, probably like 2 pages ago, because this is my 6th Instagram page, okay? I keep getting them deleted. Your dad had posted something up, and maybe when we bring him on, he can kind of clarify this. But he had said that people were, and again, you can even correct me if I'm wrong, people were saying possibly negative things about you because maybe you didn't speak Spanish.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you gotten that feedback?
All the time.
Really?
That's like one of the biggest things is people are like, oh, she's a fake Mexican or fake this, fake that. And I'm like, a lot of it comes from people that don't understand the culture either, because they don't understand that a lot of Chicanos are pochos. Like that's common. That's like, everyone knows that.
Yeah.
But it comes from people that they don't fully understand that about the culture, the people within the culture. So they judge me for it. And me, I just don't care. Like, I'm just like, at the end of the day, I'm like, I know this is a good song and I really don't care. And people who listen to it aren't going to go and analyze the fact that I don't speak Spanish and then decide they're going to quit listening to that song forever. It's like, if it's a good song, it's a good song. So it's like, I don't take it personal, but I do know that it makes a lot of people mad because they feel like that's like a huge part of us. And I agree, it is a huge part of our culture, but I'm not completely clueless either. Like, you know, I still grew up with nanas that spoke a lot of Spanish, like here and there, and I pick up on words, phrases. I listen to Spanish music. My parents both know Spanish, so it's not like if I'm just some like completely whitewashed Mexican that knows nothing about the culture and that's trying to put up a front for the culture. It's like, I did grow up like that, and I do have parents like that. My family's like that. It's just that they just didn't teach me Spanish, but that's it. There's nothing like nothing else, you know? That's like it, you know, it doesn't change my blood or anything or the way that I grew up.
You know, it's all ignorance. It's all ignorance. Let me give you why I say it's ignorance, okay? I had a job late 90s, and there was this one guy, he was from Mexico, could barely speak English. And one day I was speaking Spanish to one of our supervisors. And I guess he thought he should criticize me, you know, because he said that he heard one word that I didn't know how to pronounce correctly. That's what he said. He goes, and this is what he said, you don't even speak really English, Spanish, right? And I said, you don't speak really English either. You know, and that's what I told him, you know. And he was always telling me, you know, where are you from? I was born here. But he didn't know that both my mom and my dad were born in Mexico. You know, half of my family was born in Mexico. But he was always picking on me. You know, and I mean, I could have whipped his ass, but I wasn't trying to go there.
Yeah.
But he was like, well, you're not a real Mexican. I said, why? Because you weren't born in Mexico. And I said, well, you're not a real American because you weren't born here. And he goes, oh, but Mexico's beautiful. Then why did you come? And believe me, I'm not one that shuts up. I just kept going back at him. You know, growing up, one thing that my father told me, that there will be Raza that comes from Mexico that want to live here. They want the life that we have. And I don't say this to be disrespectful. I don't at all, okay? Because both my mother and my father came as immigrants. But there will be people that come here, and then they'll learn how to speak English, and they'll adapt to the American culture, and then eventually think that they're more American than you and more Mexican than you. And I've met them. I really have. Those are people, believe it or not, that will still tell me today, you're not a real Mexican. I don't give a shit what they think, to be honest with you. And I'm going to encourage you, just let it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I've never cared about those comments, to be honest. I'm just like, okay. And like, I was even telling my dad too, like, I was thinking we don't have a mainstream face for like Chicanas. Like, I've personally never seen one. I don't know any Chicana artist that is like up there on that level. I do know Chicana artists, but like that they've been given that platform, not yet. And I was telling my dad, like, and if I look at my numbers and my fan base and everything. I was like, I think I'm doing pretty good. So as much as people want to say they don't like me and all this and that, and like what they say, fake Chicana, fake chola, whatever they want to say, it's like, that's not what the actual proof shows. You know, it shows that people like me and that they love me. And so it's like, that's what you have to focus on. Because that's all that I can focus on.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes we are our own worst enemies, okay? Because let's say you did speak fluent Spanish.
Right.
The next thing is, but you weren't born in Mexico.
They will always find something.
They'll always find something.
I know.
And when I said earlier that this is ignorance, the same guy one day comes up to me because he was telling me he was 6'2". I'm 6'3", okay? I know he was like 5'10", but he was trying to say he was 6'2". Then he comes up to me and he goes, how tall are you? And I said, 6'3". He goes, why are you 6'3"? And I said, because I was born right here. That's what I told him. He goes, oh, that's right. You were born here. That's why you're tall. He was being serious. And I was like, este pendejo. Like, there's just some people you're just not going to win with. Just keep it pushing.
Right.
So keep it pushing. So now, okay, I want to bring some songs up that, let me go on my notes here, right here, because I want to get this right. Okay. When you left here, this song's pretty much a year old already, okay? And it's two Chicanas, J-Roxx featuring Bella, okay? I believe Concrete filmed this?
Yeah, Concrete filmed that one.
Okay. The song comes out, everybody's bumping it.
Right.
It even became a TikTok sensation.
It did. It really did.
Okay. How did you feel about it, man?
I was shocked.
Really?
I was like, because my intention too was like, we're gonna be the Chicana version of Gwen Stefani and Eve from that one song, Blow Your Mind. I was like, I want to do that, but like in a Chicana version, you know? I was like, because I've never seen that be done before. And so I had wanted to come up with something that was like, you know, I was like, I wanted it to be for like brown girls, for Mexican girls, Chicana girls. I was like, because we don't have anything. Like, we don't have anything like specific to us, like that caters to us. And so I literally remember I wrote the hook in the car on the way to LA the day we went to go record. And I always say my dad literally got me in trouble because he was like, so do you have the hook? And I was like, no. And he looked at me, we were driving to LA. He's like, and he was just telling me like, why? Like, you didn't write nothing? And I was like, well, because it's hard, because I've never made like I guess like a hip hop type of track before. And so I was trying, but I just didn't come up with anything. And I just remember like, we kind of got into it a little bit because I was like, it's gonna be fine. Like, I'll just work on it when we get there. And he's like, no, you need to finish it right now. And so then I remember I put on both of my earphones, turned up the beat super loud, and I was just the whole drive over there. I was like, what can I make the hook? Like, what can it be? And so then I don't know why, but this hook came into my mind ever since the first time I heard the beat. And like I wanted to say two Chicanas, Mexicanas, and I didn't know the rest, but I had the melody.
Yes.
And so it's so funny because we got to the hotel and Magic's like, Jay, I have a hook idea, and I was like, see, Dad, I was like, you know, everything's gonna be fine. Like, Magic had an idea anyways, just in case I didn't write one, and it was the exact same melody from the Blow Your Mind song, and I was like, we can't use this. I was like, that's stealing their hook. And he was like, really? And I played the song to him and he was like, oh my God. He's like, I unintentionally stole their hook. And I'm like, oh my God. So then I showed Magic my hook and he liked it. Like, he loved it. And so we just went with that one. And then that's how it came to be. And then we just built the entire song around that.
It's always important to come up with the melody first.
Oh yeah, it is.
I remember being in the studio one time. It was quick and Jay-Z was there. And it was the only time I've ever seen him in person.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole time, I saw him like he was like this. He was leaning back pretty much. And he was like, and I was like, what the fuck is that wrong with that guy? You know? And then he goes, okay, he didn't write anything down. And then he went in the vocal room and just started spitting that melody that he had. Now, obviously, the guy's a genius. I'm nobody when it comes to lyrics. But from the outside looking in, I didn't know what the hell he was doing. You know, but that's how some people come up with, you know, choruses or verses. They come up with the melody first.
Yeah, that my phone is full of random voice messages, videos of me humming random stuff. Like, I'll look back and I'm like, what is this? And it's just like when I'm in public or something and I just get a random idea, you just have to record it, you know. But
what's the weirdest one you got?
I don't even know. I have a bunch. I have to go through them, but they're all dumb, you know, just random stuff.
Well, you never know. It might be a hit.
Maybe. That's happened to me before too, though, where I look back and I'm like, hold up. I'm like, I was actually onto something, and I'll try to like finish my older songs, but most of it is just a bunch of like random BS that I just have on my phone.
Is studio sessions fun for you?
Well, to be literal, I've never had a studio session because Magic brings his mobile studio everywhere, and then he sets up in my living room. So it's just been
well, let's just say that experience.
Right.
Now, the reason why I bring it up is because there's a lot of possibly up-and-coming Chicanas that look up to you, okay? Or possibly for the first time are barely hearing of you and they're watching you. And like, what's it like being J-Roxxx? And you say, he brings his studio, sets it up in my living room, and we go. Obviously, I guess the point that I'm trying to say is that it's not always fun. It's work.
Yeah. There would be times too where me and Magic would just be so tired, and we would just be like, let's just go like get something to eat or like whatever. And we would end up talking, and we would like notice that we were getting sidetracked. We're like, no, we need to get back on it, because it is tiring. I mean, obviously it's my passion, but it's like you can't do it all the time because it does start to feel like work. But I mean, yeah, I love recording. It's like, I don't know. I mean, it is fun. I would say my favorite part is when I finally come up with like the melody though, because like when I have writer's block, it just sucks and I dread recording and I'm like, oh my God. But when we actually have something to work with, like I get super excited, to hear it played back and with the music and everything. It's really exciting. But I mean, I would like to experience being in like a real studio one day and just like kind of lock myself in there and just like, for a few hours and just experience that.
Now, do you write? Have you always written your own stuff?
Yes, and and if I didn't fully write it by myself, Magic has always helped me, or my dad. But I'm always a part of my projects because I don't like other people to do stuff for me because it's not me. Then like what's the point? Does your dad rap? My dad? He used to think he could when he was younger.
He raps tamales and presents, huh?
Oh my gosh, my dad gets so mad because I always make fun of him for that, because I always tell him, I'm like, Dad, you can't stay on beat. Because one time me and my dad tried to make a song and it was during quarantine. It was just for fun. And he literally was so off beat and he asked me to edit him to be on beat. And I was like, I can't edit you to be on beat. I was like, you just have to be on beat.
But
and
you just need a better engineer because Chicano rappers do it all the time.
No. Oh my gosh, no, but like for real, and I still have it. It's on my laptop though, not on my phone, but I still have that song, and it's like a meme in our family because like
Oh, for real? It's a meme?
Yes.
Wow. I can't wait to hear what he has to say when he comes on. So, okay, look, like me, I can scratch on time. I can blend. I can make a beat, but I can't rap if my life depended on it.
For real?
I'm serious. And I've always been a tall guy, and I can't play basketball worth crap. It's like I have two left legs. Like, seriously, I cannot. But I can play football, I can play baseball, and any other sport. But basketball I can. When it comes to rapping, because people have tried to encourage me, you should start rapping. Nah, bro, I'm going to stay in my lane. I know what my strengths are, and rap is not one of them. But there's been times like I know lyrics from rappers, and I'll play an instrumental, I'll try it, I'm like, no, I suck. So.
No, speaking of rapping though, I remember Tu Chicana is actually the first song that I ever like rapped on, I guess you want to say. And Magic kind of like made me do it because I didn't want to, because I was like, no, I cannot rap, like don't make me embarrass myself. And he was like, Jay, it sounds good, just trust me. And so I did it, and everybody likes my verse, especially the part about the chickens and everything. So it worked out, but I don't really see myself as like rapping again because I just don't think it suits me, to be honest.
Okay. Well, you know what? A lot of people like that song.
Yeah. Okay. That's good.
Yes, exactly. Let's talk a little bit about Princesa. Now, that song Princesa, that looks like a whole like Cinderella type of theme.
Right.
Correct? Now, did I read it right? Were you the director of it or the producer of it did you come up with the idea of it?
Yeah, every single detail. Every single detail of that music video, I had it planned for almost 2 years.
Really?
Yeah, because I'll never forget, I think it was the second phone call that I ever had with MC Magic. He knew how much I love the song Princesa, like literally like that is my song right there. And he knew that before I was on it, obviously, his original one. And he told me, he was like, whenever the time comes, I'll let you direct the official music video for Princesa. And this was before I was on the song, before he even asked me to be on it. This I didn't know. So like I was like, oh shoot, he's gonna let me direct his video. So that day, right after he got off the phone with me and said that, I started planning everything. And so then like by the time I was actually on the song, and then it blew up on TikTok, and then it kind of became like my main image now. And when we finally filmed it, it's like I got to be in it and I got to direct everything and I got to plan everything. It was such a crazy day too. It was like a long day. We were filming till like 4 a.m. It was freezing outside. All the outside scenes, I was freezing in all of those.
Really?
Yes, it was so cold outside. And it was a 1-day shoot. That whole video was shot in 1 day and it was so
did you guys
crazy.
shoot it at?
We shot at this castle near like the Hollywood sign. It's like crazy to get up there too. Like the streets are all crazy, but
that wasn't somebody's home, was it?
No, it's like a legit castle that this dad built for his daughter, I think, or something. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
And he like rents it out to people. So
that was cool though, man. I liked it. Well, I know in one part, I guess you're going away in the carriage, and it looks like you're crying. Were you really?
I was really crying, and not only was I really crying, but we shot that scene like 10 times. So I had to cry over and over.
So were you crying because I had to redo it, or because you were cold?
No, I was honestly, I think maybe I low-key have like an acting talent, because I can kind of like force myself to kind of like do it like within a minute or two, and they look like so real, you know. I mean, they are real, but I don't know. It was fun for me though. It was definitely like a good experience because, like I said, I kind of got to act like a lot in that video.
Right.
And that video meant a lot to me. Like I said, just because I planned it for such a long time, and it just, that song is so personal to me, you know.
Okay. And I saw something that you put in there, a gravestone of somebody.
Oh, X. Okay, so that actually was probably the only thing that I didn't plan. They surprised me with that.
Really?
The director, he surprised me because he knew that I was a big X fan. And when I saw it, I literally cried.
Wow. And those are real tears.
Yeah, those are the real tears. And I literally cried because I didn't know he did that. And I was just, that was like so thoughtful, you know, because it's a little way to pay homage too.
Right.
You know, one day, hopefully, like when I become an even bigger artist and I eventually probably get to meet his mom or like other artists that were his friends, like I could show them like look, I've been paying homage, you know, because I love him so much.
Right. Okay. And what was the response that you got from that video when it dropped?
A lot of people loved it, and I know it's like something very different because Magic's actually his original music video idea for that was to have me. He wanted me like in a big pink dress, and he wanted like mariachi standing next to me and me just performing, and he just wanted beauty shots, and I was like, heck no. I was like, no. I was like, if I'm gonna get to direct this video, it's gonna be creative and it's gonna be something that people have never seen before. So I kind of want to do like a dark Cinderella story and a twisted romance. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And like, cause me growing up, I was influenced by a lot of different things. I listened to different music. I didn't just listen to one genre. You know, like my Theo introduced me to metal, and then my dad too. Like, this is not even music, but just things that I'm inspired by or influenced by is like scary movies. I love creepy stuff. I love darkness. I love stuff like that. And so I wanted the music video to kind of like reflect me a lot, you know. I didn't want it to just be like a basic video of some Mexican girl singing with mariachi and that's it. Like I wanted it to be like people watch this and they don't forget it.
Wow. Okay, before we go to the next song, I have to ask you a horror movie question. Did you watch The Black Phone?
Yes, I did.
That was a good movie.
It was a good movie. It's probably one of the best horror movies that I've seen in a long time because a lot of them suck now. They're so bad.
They do. I can't stand when they're being chased. They fall, twist their ankle, and now they're hot. You know, it's like,
I know,
stop,
it's so
bro.
dumb.
But this one was really, really good. So I usually request movie. I mean, I usually recommend movies to my viewers. I will say, did you watch Elvis?
Not yet. That's the one that I need to watch.
That one. I'm not going to overhype it because my son overhyped it like if it was a life-changing experience, you know. I said, just slow down, pal. Let me check it out. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give it an 8. I'll give The Black Phone between 7 and an 8. But Elvis was good, and I'm going to tell you why. Because in that movie, and I'm not going to ruin it for you, but in that movie early on, they actually showed, and it surprised me that they actually told the truth, that Elvis was influenced by so many black artists. You know, because for years, you know what I always heard? That Elvis wrote his own songs. That Elvis played his own music. So I thought he was like the Michael Jackson before Michael Jackson. But no, they actually show that how he was influenced, you know, by a lot of these. There were people singing Hound Dog, Jailhouse Rock before him. So
that's crazy.
But it was good though. The guy who played Elvis did an amazing job. So I recommend it.
Yeah, that's on my watch list. I definitely want to watch that movie next.
Okay. Now, here's one that kind of tripped me out because you guys were pushing each other. El agua y el fuego.
Oh, that video, honestly, Magic told me not to say this, but that video was so funny to film. Not because like of what we were like doing, but it was so funny because like I've never had to act like that, So I was like trying not to laugh when I was doing it because I'm like, oh my god, because I'm me, Like I was like, OMG, because anyways, but yeah. So when we filmed that video, it was honestly, it came out so much better than I expected because I was a little bit nervous because that was one of my videos where I kind of just didn't put so much thought into it. Because you ask anybody who has ever worked with me, I'm super annoying about detail. Like I'm like a perfectionist, like controlling dictator vibes. Like that's how I am, So this video, my dad was like, don't like make it that complicated. Don't stress out. He's like, just kind of make it like more of a simple video, but like get the point across. So I was like, okay. And so I left that video really simple and I was scared for how it was going to turn out. But I think it came out really, really, really good.
El Agua y el Fuego.
Yeah.
And that's on your YouTube page.
Yeah, that's on YouTube, Spotify, all music streaming
The reason why I
platforms.
bring that up is because, and you say you're a perfectionist. I'm the same way. I'm the same way. Okay. I'll give an example. Say I'm shooting a video and right before we're about to start filming, if I see this like this, I'll blow up. Now, who in the hell is supposed to be like this? I've already told you guys.
But that's the only way to get things done, though.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Ask Concrete. Every video shoot that I've ever done with him, after every piece that he films, I'm like, let me see what it looks like.
I'm the same way. Yeah.
Every single thing. And Magic will be like, he thinks it's funny, but I'm like, no, like I have to know what I look like, what angles, the lighting, everything. I have to make sure it's perfect,
That's just the way we're wired. And nobody could change that.
Yeah.
And I know your dad's coming up soon, so I'm going to tell him to ease up a little. But he's doing a good job. That's a good thing, though. Because at least he's there and he's telling you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, okay. So let's go to the next one. Okay, this one you dropped a month ago. And it's just, today I saw the whole world.
Oh, my YouTube video. Oh, yeah. So that's actually a cover of a band called Pierce the Veil. Cause like that's kind of like part of what I was telling you. Like I grew up listening to different music,
right.
And my Theo really got me into like metal and like emo music and punk and all that type of stuff. And a lot of people don't really know that about me because they have more of like, oh, she's Chicana, she only listens to this type of music, has this type of image. But I'm like, I always say on the inside, I'm a rockera. Like that's like, I feel like that's really where my heart lies. And so that was just like a little cover that I wanted to do because I really love that song. And that was just kind of just for fun. Just like for my own personal, know.
Because I saw you have some pink in there. I saw the
guy with the guitar. I dyed my hair
you.
pink because I was going crazy. And
what were you going crazy about?
Identity crisis. Because I was like, I was just thinking like, I was telling my dad, like, Dad, what do I do? Like, I just didn't feel like myself for a long time. I was like, because there was an era of my career where every TikTok that I would make would blow up. Every post that I did would get over 40,000 likes and all my lives would get so many viewers and everything. And it was like, it felt like it was only going up. And then I got caught in a personal slump, like my own like life and my own mentality and everything that had nothing to do with my music, but it affected my music because obviously that's me. And I was just like, doing really bad. Like I was just doing bad. Like
up was a bad thing?
No, I'm saying that's like, that was good because I was telling myself like, that's how your life used to be. Like what happened to you? You know what I mean? Because I was comparing the present to the past and I was like, what am I not doing right? And then because people evolve every day, you change every day. I would say you're not the same person that you were yesterday. And I wanted to start leaning kind of more into like punk music. And I'm like, but my followers, I don't know if all of them are really gonna accept that because they don't like that. They want more oldies. They want more like stuff like Two Chicanas, which is fine because I like that. I made that music for a reason, but I also want to branch out to do other things. But then I also get that people don't like when artists change. So it's like, it was hard for me because I was like, I felt like I was stuck in my career because I was like, I don't know what I want to do. I was like, I don't know what to do because, and like, I'm gonna say this in like the least disrespectful way possible, but like I remember in the beginning of my career, people were like next Selena because I don't know Spanish and we have very similar like the way we grew up and just a bunch of similarities, right? And I just didn't like that, not because I don't like Selena, I love Selena, but because they don't allow you to be your own person. And the moment that you try to do anything that's you, they automatically criticize it, and it's just like, dang, like I can't even be myself now. So it just kind of, like it was just throwing me off a lot because I was like, I don't want the next Selena image because I personally just want to be J-Rox. I want to be everything that I am,
you want to be you. I know.
And so it was just hard because I felt like I was getting like stuck in that, like next to, and I was like, no, like I don't want people to only expect cumbias from me forever, because I was like, I don't even know how to dance cumbia. I don't even like, you know, it's just, it doesn't feel like it's fully me. It's just something that I'm capable of doing, but it's not my entire character. And so I was just kind of getting scared because I was like, I don't want people to expect that of me. Like, it's hard to live up to a legend as well. And it's a huge compliment to be compared to her. But like I said, it just doesn't allow you to be your own person. So that's the hard, like that's the downside of it.
Right.
And so, like I said, I was just going through like a mini crisis in my mind. I was like, what am I going to do like in terms of music? Because I was like, I want to do this, but everyone else wants me to do this. And I was like, and I can do that, but I'm going to be unhappy. And if I do this, I'm going to be happy. But when it comes to like the business side of it, it's like we're not, you know what I mean? It's a lot of complications. So I was like, OMG, like I was just like going crazy. And then that's why I dyed my hair like impulsively, because I was like, I'm just gonna dye my hair pink. I was like, and I'm just like tell people like what I am and just be that, you know? Okay. But then I got tired of it after a week and I went back to the dark hair. And
as long as you don't ever shave your head bald like Britney Spears.
Yeah, never.
Don't ever do
will.
that. Please, Dad. Please. You know.
No.
He'll have to make you wear a cowboy's hat. Okay. So, but no, you know, okay, look at, give us a picture of what you bump in your car when you go to Starbucks.
That is like a crazy question because it could be anything. It could be like sometimes I like to bump Tupac with my windows down all loud, or sometimes I'm just like feeling like in a calm mood and I just listen to like slower like music, or I'll be listening to X. You know, just I listen to random stuff, you know. Like my playlist is just too random. That's like a crazy question.
Okay. No, it's the same thing with me. Sometimes it could be Al Green. It could be Mary Wells. Sometimes it could be Beethoven. Sometimes it could be, you know what I'm saying?
It's just whatever mood you're in.
Yeah, it's whatever mood. Sometimes it could be Rod Stewart. Do you think I'm sexy? You know, it could be anything. So I think the least that I bump, believe it or not, is probably rap, because I hear it so much that you want to miss it.
Yeah.
You want to miss it. Like, do you ever bump two Chicanas?
No.
No, right? But you'll perform the hell out of it.
Yeah.
You know? So I think a lot of times people that are possibly young females or young men that want to be artists have to understand that a lot of times the artists in themselves don't even listen to their music, you know, because they perform it a lot.
Yeah.
You know, it isn't that they don't like it.
Yeah.
Just, you know, so. Okay. So we're going to bring your dad out after this 10-minute break, and then I got some questions for him, and I got some more questions for you, so it's going to get good. So, okay, everybody, we'll be back. Once again, call somebody, text somebody. You guys know the rest, and we'll be back with J-Roxx's dad, Freddie X.
Yo, what's up? It's Bella. I'm here on Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A. the Wizard. Stay tuned.
Yo, it's Ray Monique on Roadium Radio with Tony A. the motherfucking Wizard. Tune in and subscribe.
What's going on, everybody? This is Big Rich G here at Roadium Radio with Tony A. You guys got to check this out, man. Don't miss out. Tune in.
It's your boy Producer A here at Roadium Radio. It's your boy Tony A. Make sure y'all subscribe every Sunday, Wednesday, 7 p.m. with the dopest podcast popping in the motherfucking West Coast. Make sure y'all subscribe. Peace.
Yeah, this is Pablito here at Roadium Radio. I'm here with Tony A. the Wizard. Tune in.
What's cracking? It's your boy Noel G in the house, aka Hector. You guys know what time it is, right here with the Roadium Radio Show, hosted by your boy Tony A. the Wizard. Keep listening. We got something good for you.
What's good, beautiful ladies? It's your boy MC Magic, Tony A. the Wizard. You already know. Roadium Radio Show. Turn it up.
Yo, what's good with y'all? This your boy Big Prodigy from the legendary South Central Cartel, and I'm over here chilling with my homeboy Tony A. the Wizard on the Roadium Radio Show. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the page on YouTube. And by the way, check out that interview with yours truly. You dig? Wes.
What's up, guys? This is Mayito. You're watching Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Little Silent from BOTG, the voice of the ghetto, man. Tune in every Sunday and Wednesday to Roadium Radio. You already know, hosted by the legend himself, Tony A. the Wizard, man. Just don't miss out, man. That should be active out here.
What's up, everyone? This is Antonio Pelayo. I'm here at Roadium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure to subscribe.
Yo, what's up, everybody? LA Baseball Head here, also known as LAFC Soccer Head, chilling on Roadium Radio with my homeboy, Tony A. the Wizard.
What it do? DJ Joe Cooley. You chilling with me, DJ Tony A. the Wizard, and Roadium Radio. You heard me?
What up, everyone? This is Solita. Tune into Roadium Radio, hosted by Tony A. the Wizard.
What up? Susie Q in the motherfucking building. I'm here chilling with Tony A, the motherfucking Wizard. Roadium Radio. Subscribe. Thank it easy.
Yo, this is Shady Boy right here with Tony A, the Wizard on Roadium Radio.
What's poppin' with it, family? It's your boy Jokes Loves Life, and you are now tuned in to Roadium Radio with the one and only Tony A, the motherfucking Wizard. That's right, love life, y'all.
This your boy Wito Trees, Roadium Radio in the house, Tony A the Wizard, what's up?
What's up, this is your boy Panther on Roadium Radio. Tune in with your boy Tony A the Wizard, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Yeah.
This is Murray Brumfield, aka Mexicali Slim, Familia Records, and you rolling with Roadium Radio with Tony A.
Yo, what up? It's your boy DJ Cazell. We're right here live, Roadium Radio with my boy Tony A the Wizard. That's what's up. Ooh.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl Mariah Avila. I'm here on Roadium Radio with Tony the Wizard. Please subscribe, like, and comment.
Yo, it's cracking. It's your homeboy, Mr. Motherfucking Junebug. And you just tuned in to Roadium Radio with Tony A, the motherfucking Wizard. And don't forget, subscribe to the channel. You know.
Juvale Raza, it's your homeboy Hypnotic right here in Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard. Make sure you subscribe, like, and do all that. Don't forget to comment. Much love.
Yo, this is Grincho Brown on Roadium Radio with Tony A the Wizard. Keeping this shit popping, all West Coast, all love. Shout out to my Raza, you getting it.
Hey, look, this is Chunks, the San Diego All-Star, and you are now tuned in to Roadium Radio right here with Tony A the Wizard. Tap in.
What's up? It's your girl Carolyn Rodriguez here at Roadium Radio. Make sure you tune in every Wednesday and Sunday to Tony A the Wizard.
What's up, y'all? This is DJ Tony G. You're listening to Roadium Radio with the homeboy, Tony A the Wizard. Roadium Radio.
Yo, what's cracking? It's 2Max with Mexican descent, visionary shapeshifters, Good Life Project Blowed, LA Underground Hip Hop. You're tuned into Roadium Radio with Tony A the Wizard on Wednesdays and Sundays. LA Hip Hop will save the world. Ooh, ooh.
What up? It's your boy King Cash right here at Roadium Radio with the homie Tony A the Wizard. Make sure you guys subscribe.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Trouble P here at Roadium Radio with your boy Tony A the Wizard. Make sure y'all subscribe and tune in. West Coast.
Yo, what it do? This your boy, Big Havoc. One Hood Admiral, South Central Cartel General. And you're tuned in to Roadium Radio with my boy, Tony A the Wizard. Stay locked in.
Hello, everybody. This is Rocky Padilla. And you're listening to Roadium Radio with Tony A the Wizard.
Hey, what's up, my people? Hey, Trouble Kid right here, you know, in the house. Shout out to Tony A the Wizard, and shout out Roadium Radio. Much love. Thank you for having me.
What up, world? Is YQ, Young Quicks, And right now you're listening to the OG, Tony A. the Wizard, on Roadium Radio. Make sure to keep it locked, subscribe, comment, hate. It don't matter, man. We get into it. Little 5 stand up.
Hey, yo, what up? It's your boy Mark Cruz. You're now tuned in to Roadium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard, the Legend. Tap in.
What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Queenie. You're tuning into Roadium Radio. Check my man Tony A the Wizard every Wednesday and Sunday. Stay tuned. Comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know what it is.
What's up, pimpin'? It's your boy Johnny Boy, aka Mr. Las Vegas, at Roadium Radio with your boy Tony A the Wizard. Yes, catch us every Wednesday and Sunday. Yeah.
Hey y'all, this is Elia Cadena here at Roadium Radio with motherfucking Tony A the Wizard. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, and share.
Can I get a moment of your time? Hey, it's your boy Lucky Sun Zoo from Hood Stars Podcast. Hey, fuck with one of the best podcasts in the game, Tony A the Wizard, Roadium Radio. Don't motherfucking play with it. Don't sleep on it. Hey, H.A., stand the fuck up. Yes, sir.
What's up? This is Clever from the brown side. Make sure you guys tune in to Roadium Radio with Tony A the Wizard. If not, you're a bitch.
What's cracking? It's your boy Young Thrive right here with the homie Tony A the Wizard on Roadium Radio. Don't forget to subscribe, man. Check out the best interviews on the West Coast. Yeah.
I'm on the Roadium Radio. What up? It's ODM from Lighter Shade of Brown. You know your daddy's favorite rapper, your mama's favorite DJ, plus that YouTube star. You know what I mean? RBG fam. Lighter Shade all day with the homie Tony A. Right here, Roadium Radio, Sundays and Wednesdays. Let's go.
What's up, y'all? This is Alia Coronado. I'm here on Roadium Radio, and you can tune in on Sundays and Wednesdays with Tony A, the motherfucking Wizard.
What's up, y'all? This is your boy Raz Kaz, and you are tuned into Roadium Radio with my big homie, Tony A, the Wizard. What's up?
This is Truth with Tony A, the Wizard at Roadium Radio. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, live Wednesdays and Sundays at 7 p.m. Tune in.
Yo, what's up? This is Lalo KV desde Atlanta. You're listening to Roadium Radio with Tony A the Wizard.
Yo, you know what it is? It's your boy OG Rome, aka Mr. Everywhere, repping Road Dogs Entertainment. Make sure you tune in to Tony A the Wizard at Roadium Radio.
What up? You know what it is? It's the LA West Coast native, DeVario, and you gotta tap in with my boy Tony A the Wizard at Roadium Radio every Wednesday and Sunday.
Welcome back, everyone, to Roadium Radio episode 266. And we're going to go ahead and jump right back into it with none other than J-Roxxx and Freddie, her father.
Freddie Quintanilla.
What's up, everybody? I know I said Freddie X, so I said Freddie Roxxx.
Freddie Roxxx.
Freddie Roxxx. So, okay, Freddie, I know we chopped it up several times. We have several things in common. We love boxing and we love football, and we just happen to love the Cowboys. Ooh, okay,
man.
So that's it. So if you're a Raider fan, please unsubscribe. I'm only playing. Now, are you a football fan at all?
Nope. I don't care about any sports at all.
For reals?
Yeah, for reals.
See, that's kind of disrespectful.
Yeah, it is. But before we get started,
that's kind of disrespectful.
It's because I always see you. I watch your shows a lot, bro. I see you out here drinking, having a good time with your guests. Sometimes your beers are there just getting warm because they're talking and talking. You don't get up to get a refill. And these companies don't pay you sponsorship, so it's like a 2-for-1. You can hide the beer and keep it fresh at the same time, right? And it's something that I wanted to give you, brother.
That's amazing. Look at that.
I wanted to give you that.
Can you read that for me?
Cowboys.
Okay, good. Because I thought you were going to say something else.
No, I was thinking of making a joke, but I was like,
I know. I saw it.
I
saw it.
You can tell.
I can tell.
You know what though?
Thank you, my brother.
You've been pressing her hard about the sports, and believe me, bro, I hear it every day. And all I tell people is, I just let them be. You know what I mean? Like I let all of my kids be who they are. I try to, my wife and myself, we've all raised them with the same foundation, the same morals, the same love, the same support, but we've let them be who they want to be, and we've catered to their talents, to their passions and whatnot. It hurt me when all of my kids stopped boxing, and she's lying. She didn't start at 7. She started when she was walking, bro. Like how was
I supposed to remember that?
All my kids, since they were able to take their first steps, me and my suegro, rest in peace, Coyote, we would mess with them, and my cuñado too. We'd meet them. We'd be like, man, but Jay just, like, all my kids are athletic, but Jay had this nasty power. Like, if she was meant to be a boy, I mean, look how she dresses, you know what I mean?
That's what I say. On the inside.
So I would admit her, and I mean, I grew up in boxing and training and coaching, blah, whatever, but she had this nasty right hand that I was like, she has to be a boxer, Right. So her name J-Rock stemmed from that, and it was when she was like a baby, because she was built like a little tugboat. Like, she looked like a Samoan, bro. She had like chorizo arms, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
Michelin man legs.
Yeah. She was big, bro, but she was athletic, and she could move, and she could punch, and that's why for me it was like, she's gonna be a boxer. Like, I mean, what else is she gonna do? You know what I mean?
Right.
But eventually, when she was hitting her early teenage years is when her passion for music really exploded. And like I said, I couldn't live through my kids, you know what I mean? So we allowed her to be exactly who she wanted to be, exactly who she was, and we never messed with it, you know what I mean?
Right.
And that's from her to my youngest. Like, my wife and myself, we're the same when it comes down to things like that. It builds more character, I think. And it allows them to be themselves, and then they don't grow up with resentment towards you. They don't grow up hating you. They don't grow up what ifs, so but I get that a lot with my people that are like barely meeting me and always see me in Cowboys gear, or always like, my life is surrounded of a boxing schedule. Like, if someone invites me somewhere, they always ask me, hey, who's fighting that weekend, bro? Because I know you're not gonna come if so-and-so's fight, whatever. So that's just me though. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I get that asked a lot. Like, dude, Jay doesn't like boxing. Jay doesn't like the Cowboys. No. Like, no. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. My son's a diehard, more than me, Cowboys fan.
Really?
Which we get to enjoy that together. But he hates boxing. I don't know why.
Why? Really?
I don't know, bro. But my wife and myself still share that passion. So sometimes it could be a Saturday night, the biggest fight of the year, and it can just be me and my wife sometimes just enjoying the fights how we always have, you know what I mean?
Okay. So earlier you had said that recently, I guess you guys went to Vegas. If I'm correct, was it Vegas or Reno?
Yeah, Vegas.
Okay. And then you said you had to dropped her off. Yeah. So can you tell me where you dropped her off again?
So we dropped them off, all my kids and her cousin Kayla. Kayla, right?
Yeah, it was Kayla.
We dropped them off at the Saw Escape Factory.
Okay.
Can you
tell us what that was like?
It was so fun, but it was so scary. I legit felt like I was in the movie. I legit thought I was gonna die in there, but I was like, wait, hold on, I can't die in an escape room. Like, that's not gonna happen. But that they make you feel like that. All the sets literally like are from the movie.
Really?
Yeah, but it's like, since they're actual rooms and not sets, it's even scarier. The dark lighting, it smelled bad, like everything, like,
Wow.
Because the bathroom scene?
Yes.
They had that room there, and it smelled like pee in there. But I know it's part of like the,
right.
the realness. But I was like, ugh, like, it was so real,
Wow.
They even had the scene from like when there's like the human oven, like, the one where you can get inside the oven, and someone had to go in there, and we had to close the door on them. And it's just crazy. It was super crazy.
The reason why I asked that question is because when you guys go out as a family, do you see people that recognize her?
You know what's funny is that recently we started like in LA, in Vegas, people, J-Roxxx.
Oh, like
okay.
it was, and that one time in Vegas, it was, what was crazy was that they recognized her at the mall, and then we were leaving after my son's tournament. We were heading out home, and she went to a drive-through, not even in Vegas, in Henderson.
Oh, okay.
And they recognized her in the drive-through. So, man, it's crazy how I mean, we see her growth, you know what I mean? But to start getting recognized in bigger cities on just regular like family trips, it is kind of weird, you know what I mean?
Right.
It is.
How do you feel about that?
It just feels weird because in my mind, I'm just such a normal person. Like, I'm such a normal person. I'm like, I literally see music and like all of that. Like right now, especially since I'm on tour, I'm like, it's my job. Like I have to do it even if I don't feel like it. So it's like, it feels so, like, I feel normal. You know what I mean? Like, it's like when the shows are over, it's like, okay, now I'm just Jay again. You know?
Okay.
So, like, when people catch me all tirada at the store, like, you know, doing grocery shopping, I'm like, damn, like, or I think people are not going to recognize me when I don't have makeup on. They still know that it's me, so I'm like, oh my God. But, because, like, there are some times, like, you know, where I do look scandalous, and I'm like, oh my God.
One time we went to Soul Market, which is a local, like a mercado, you know, where we're from, and I was like, Jay, let's go real quick. No, Dad, someone's there. I'm like, fool, no one's going to recognize you. Relax, let's go. So I got up on myself because she was tirada, right?
Right.
I come back, she goes, Dad, somebody came up to the window and they were like, can I please take a picture with you? And she was
It
all...
was 8 in the morning.
And did you take a picture?
Well, yeah, but I told them if they could just keep it for them but not post it, because I looked homeless, like scandalous. Like I was like, please don't post it. And they were, the ladies like, yeah, that's fine, we won't post it, but thank you for the picture. And I was like, oh my gosh.
You know what? Okay, because of this podcast, I would say that when I do go out, I at least get recognized once a day. Nope. Lately, it's been at the gym. You know, I'm sweating and nasty, okay? And I'm breathing heavy, okay? And somebody will come up to me, and I haven't even shaved. Hey, man, can I get a picture? I watched your podcast, and my mom likes Freaky Tales, and my dad likes Drinking with the Wizard. And I'm like, shit, okay, I can't disappoint him, but I'm like, let me get my towel. So I wipe my face, and I had like my gray beard coming out, you know, and I hug him and everything, and I'm like, bro, I hope you don't post that up. No, I have to post it up. Nobody's gonna believe me.
Oh man.
All right, cool. So believe me, I understand.
I mean, that's funny that you say that, because I just got recognized at the gym the other day, and I go to a super low-key gym. I'm telling you that there's like only 3 people there whenever I go, like super, and it's spread out too, not in one spot, you know?
And the owner's one of them.
Yeah, and the owner is one of them. So literally, it's like, it's just so low-key. And like this girl, as soon as I walked into the gym, she was like working out in another room, and she had like you know, has glass doors, and she saw me, she ran out, and she was like, oh my God, J-Roxx. And then she gave me a hug, and like she was all sweating and everything, and I was like, OMG, because you know, it caught me off guard. I was like, but I still gave her a hug. She was like a little girl, probably like 16, 15 years old. But like it was just, and she hugged me for a long time too. Like she was just like, you know, she wouldn't let go of me, and I thought it was cute. But that was like the first time I ever got recognized at the gym, and I was like, oh my God, because I thought that was like my secret place, but nope, not anymore.
No, you know what? And people have to understand, especially up and coming artists like yourself, that a lot of times it's not that you don't want to take pictures or socialize. It's a lot of times you're just looking for that quiet time to yourself, like at the gym.
Yeah, especially since I'm from such a small city. And a lot of times the only time I leave my house is to run errands. I don't leave my house to do anything, you know, like I don't do anything, like I said, but errands. So like when I go out, it's like sometimes I just like tirada. I just want to get things done. I want to go in and out. I don't want to be out for a long time, you know, especially because I know that people recognize me, especially because I don't have like a bodyguard, and like you don't know what could happen, and just stuff like that. So I don't like to be out a lot like by myself. So when I do go, I'm like, I just want it to be quick. Like I got recognized literally like 2 days ago at Target. I was scanning my items. I was scanning my stuff, and this little boy's like, can I please take a selfie with you? And he was just standing there the whole time I was scanning my items, because I was doing self-checkout. And I was like, yeah, just let me finish this real quick, okay? Because like, you know, there's people waiting in line, so I didn't want to like be just standing there talking. And I tried to scan everything as fast as I could, and then like he was so excited, like, and he had me right there at self-checkout for like a few minutes, and then the security recognized me. What?
She was joking about a discount.
Oh my God.
And this fool gave her like...
No, wait, don't tell him. I want to tell him. Oh my God. I don't think the guy who works at Target will see this, but shout out to the guy who works at Target, because I legit went to go buy my brother some birthday presents. You know, I went on a full-on shopping spree because I love my baby brother, and I bought him like a billion presents. And when I went, I would like to go pay. I was like, this is gonna be so expensive. I already know. He kept scanning, and he was like already like at $280 something, and I wasn't even close to being done. I was like, and he kept scanning. He was like, J-Roxx, and I was like, hi. And then we just started talking, whatever. And then he was like, dude, he's like, can I get your autograph? I was like, yeah, if you give me a discount. But it was a joke. I joke around with my fans all the time. I always make a joke. I have to. It's like a necessity when I meet them. And so he was like, yeah, bro. He's like, I got you. And I was like, no, I was like, I'm just kidding. Like, you don't have to. I was like, I'll give you an autograph. And so whatever. And then he gives me the total. It's like over $300. And I was like, oh my God. And then he starts minusing things. He starts taking things off. And so when I paid, I think I only paid like 110 or something like that. He was like, he gave me a legit discount. And I was like, bro, I was like, you're crazy. I was like, I was just kidding. Cause I was thinking like, can he get fired for doing that? But
right. Just don't tell us what Target it was.
Yeah, no, I won't. And so
Target in Wilmington.
Yeah.
And so anyways, and he gave me that whole discount. He's like, what? He's like, it's nothing. He's like, it's whatever. And I was like, whatever. I was like, you just saved me like $200, but it was so funny. And I was like, that's insane. There have been multiple times where that's happened to me where like fans recognize me at places and they give me stuff for free, or like they like won't make me pay for things, or they'll give me a discount and they're like, oh yeah, just don't tell my boss. And I'm like, okay.
Right.
But it's so funny.
You know, and the reason why I bring that up is because if you are going to be an up and coming artist, you're going to have to expect things like this.
Right.
You know, and a lot of times it may not be good. Some people make it, you know, death threats. Let me give you an example. I had an artist here, and I asked her if I could share it. Her name is Reverie, a female rapper.
Oh, yeah.
She shared here how she had to get a restraining order.
I saw that.
You know, on a dude. Like,
That's
this dude was just a
crazy.
fanatic.
Yeah,
you know?
That's the scary part too about just being, I think, a female artist in general, is that guys are weird. I was telling my mom literally yesterday, I think it was yesterday, how I had this one fan, and I hope he probably doesn't watch this video, but like he was like he thought he was in love with me, like legit, like I'm talking about like Stan by Eminem vibes. He would write me long paragraphs. He would be like, I know you better than you know yourself. He's like, no one will love you the way that I know that I can. He was like, if you just give me a chance, like I know we're meant to be. I know it. He's like, you just don't know it yet, and like stuff like that. And on all my apps, he would get so mad. And like me, like, you know, like when I posted pictures like with my guy friends, like, you know, the guy that I did a music video with, and then when I was doing the music video with Alberto, we had to post promo stuff. Like he would get mad at those, and I'm like, dude, like he was acting like he was my boyfriend, and I was like paragraphs about like, oh, why are you hanging out with this person and this and that, and I was like, oh heck no. And that's when I knew it was getting out of hand, you know.
Right.
And he would send me weird videos of himself. He would send me like weird selfies, like I don't know what, like it was a parasocial relationship, and I was like, that's dangerous. So I just blocked him on everything, on
Do you ever share
every
these things
app.
with your dad?
Well, sometimes, yeah. I mean, I feel like it's not like not every detail is important because he knows guys are weird.
I've pretty much. I mean, I would tell her all the time before she got her little, you know, boost in career. I would always tell her how guys really are and whatnot. And I run her Facebook page. Like that's one thing I want to let her do, because Facebook is full of a bunch of creeps, right? So, and there's just you know what's sad is, and this is some sad shit, but even when she was, I mean, she's still young in my head. She's a baby.
Of course.
But even before, when she was underage, just all the DMs, it's like, dude, you know what I mean?
I know.
And it's like, I got to the point where I don't even open up her inbox no more, because it's just, I don't have to, and I don't want to see it. And it's just something that's never going to go away. So I'm not going to focus on that. Right. But she doesn't share everything with me, but there is times where she tells me like that, you know what I mean? And it's like, you know what? I mean, if it ever gets to the point where we feel we got to step in, we will. But, you know, we also understand, like, Jay, you are young, you're beautiful. Like, dudes are going to be like...
They're nasty.
Yeah, dudes are going to be like, you know...
Dudes are going to be dogs.
Yeah, and I think... I'm thankful for the team she has when I'm not around, because like Magic, Big D, like they're worse than me, bro. Like Magic would not let nobody stand next to her during pictures, put their arms around her waist. Like Magic is like a general, bro. Like he's like the man. If he had a daughter, I imagine him being 1,000 times worse, which is kind of unimaginable because he's really bad with her. Like he's super.
It's like I have two dads.
Yeah. But again, when I'm not around, I can't do nothing but respect that, because even when I'm around, I can see the looks, the stares, guys try to be slick and it puts me in a tough situation because I'm her manager / dad. Right. And I always got to tell myself, what am I going to act like right now? Am I her dad or am I her manager? You know what I mean? So it's a very tough situation to be in as a man, because you're looking out for your kid.
Of course.
And not just that, business, your investment, not just that. How's she gonna come across if she acts rude or gets upset? So we always try to, de-escalate any situation before it even attempts to get out of hand. And again, our team is absolutely like super zip tight, bro. Like,
That's
you know
good.
what I mean?
That's good. You know what? Now let me tell you something. When he says, I don't know if you take it offensive when he says, she's my kid or she's my daughter, she's my baby.
I do take it offensive because I'm related to him. I'm just kidding. It's a joke. I'm just
It's all
kidding.
good. It's all good. The reason why, like one of my daughters is 28 and 25, okay? And even though one of them's about to be a mother, the 28, and then the other one is already gave me twins, okay? To me, they're still my babies, bro. That will never change. Never. So always understand that it will never change.
No, I agree with my dad. Matter of fact, I wish my dad would beat up every single guy that even just looks at me or anything because they are so scandalous. Like, I think that guys have been the best at just making me uncomfortable. Like, that's one of the biggest problems. Like, every time I come back from my show, that's what I tell my dad about is like men, like they're so gross. Cause like there was this one guy, I remember one time he was like kind of drunk, and he only wanted a picture with me, not with Magic, cause he said he was a fan of me. So Magic's like, yeah, bro, but don't touch her like that. He's like, if you want to hug her, only on the shoulder. He's like, are you crazy, bro? He's like, I already know that. Like, of course I wouldn't do that. And so tell me why, as soon as Magic turns around, cause another fan was talking to him, he grabs me by the waist and then he puts his hand lower and he touched my butt and I just wanted to kill him. Like, and they do stuff like that. They always try to do the sneaky, like the waist hug, and then they put their hand lower, and that makes me so mad. Like, I've had guys do that to me so much. Like, it's so common that now I'm like so fed up that if they like, I already did this art project to like 3 guys just this past weekend. I literally physically grab their hand, move it, and I look at them and I'm like, don't touch me. And then I take the picture. Cause I'm like, I'm not gonna just act too like if they could just do whatever just because they think, oh, well, she's just a singer. That means I could like touch her. Like I could. And a lot of times it's married men. It's men with girlfriends. It's like, it's men who bring their daughters to see me like that. Like that's weird to me.
And I'm glad you're sharing that because you know what? I think not only up and coming female artists like yourself need to learn this, but also if there's men out there watching, they need to know how you feel.
Yeah, don't touch me ever. Anyways, no, but like for real, like don't, like they sometimes, I mean, I know I have younger guy fans, like say like the 14-year-old little boys that they get excited and that's fine. They're kids. They don't have malicious intent when they want to give me a hug or something like that because they're kids. But I'm talking about the nasty, crusty old men that like look like they live in basements. Like no offense, but like for real, like because they try to grab me by the waist, like they try to like just be like, ew, and it makes me uncomfortable and like I said before, I used to be kind of scared to say something about it and it would just kind of just happen, but then it just started to make me feel bad and then I had to talk to Magic about it and then it became a thing, and so Magic doesn't allow any guys to stand next to me anymore. They can't hug me.
It's
he
crazy.
gets
it's
mad
funny because like when I'm on the outside looking in, right, and it's funny because Magic is like literally like behind every meet and greet, he's like placing people where they for everybody. Like he's not like, okay, come on, let's go photo. No, he's like, okay,
he'll literally physically move them.
Yeah, he'll like move them, get in the middle, like it never gets by him, and honestly, like for a father, it is a very comforting feeling, because my wife is just as bad. Like my wife is beautiful. My wife she looks like she's 20, so she understands what it's like to deal with that type of crap, so I think my wife is worse than me when it comes out. Yeah, oh yeah, she's very like, this is like her babies, she's like a fucking lion, bro. Like she, and my boys too, like she is super overprotective and she's super on it, and like I said, it feels good to not have to be the only one. Yeah, that's because it gets stressful, bro. It does get stressful, and it can't just be like a one-man show. Like it literally has to be everybody. We all got to be on the same page, and we all understand that she's a very, very young, beautiful, upcoming artist. Like we got to take care of her by any means, So I think that kind of makes it easier for us when we do travel and we do like real crazy shows where like the meet and greet line never stops. Like there's times where like it's 7 or 8 hours and it's like non-stop, bro. So I can't just be there hovering, Right. So it is good to have people like Magic, who not only is like the main attraction, but he's also like there making sure that everything's running good. My wife, her grandma, my suegra, like, so it's a lot of us. Big D, obviously, like it's a lot of us that have eyes on her at all times, So one thing is that's a huge stress off my shoulders,
Good.
Because it is a very nasty world, nastier business, bro.
Big time. You know what? And just a touch on that Elvis movie. Okay, supposed to be a true story. Okay, when you said nasty business, a lot of times we think that these artists are exempt because they're huge. At one point in the movie, Elvis was broke, and he was already a humongous star, and he was broke. So, and he had never traveled outside of the U.S. To me, that was hard for me to believe. And he had one of the biggest managers ever. But the movie explains why. But it was a dirty freaking game, man. And a lot of people always ask me, and then I'm going to ask you the same question. A lot of people always ask me, Tony, if there's anything that you can teach the youth about this industry that they're about to get in, what would it be? Number one, I would say learn the business. I know going up there, rocking the crowd, say ho, it's all fun and games. But it's the business part you need to learn. If somebody would ask you, Jay, say you're walking through Target, and a girl, maybe she's 14 years old, she says, you know what? I love your stuff. You know, one day I want to be an artist too. I sing. What do you encourage me to do? Like, what are the do's and don'ts? What would you say to that person?
That's crazy because I actually do legit get that question a lot. And there's a lot of things. A few things I could say is like, definitely always be real, no matter what. Like that's like so hard for a lot of people to grasp, but it's like the easiest thing that you could do is just be 1,000% who you are, because that's going to show, like, it's going to be the reason why people are attracted to you. And don't ever let your ego get in the way of anything, because that's one thing that I've learned, because I've met so many artists that you think they're a certain way, and once you meet them, they completely shift your perception of them, and you're just like, wow, like you're a loser, like just with the status, but like, you know what I mean? And then it makes me see them as like normal people, and they no longer have that where I held them in my mind, because it's like as a human being, like you're like nothing, like what are you, you know what I mean? And so like, because their egos are so big, and it's just crazy. I think that's probably one of the biggest things that I've learned about being in this industry, is that almost every person has a big ego, and they're just not real. They're literally, I would say like 99.99999% of people in the music industry are fake.
Wow. You know what? And that's a big statement. And I'm gonna tell you something. I will say this, at least in the rap game, people that I knew up and grew up with, because I've been in the industry since 1987. I would say you're spot on.
Yeah.
Let me just say one last thing. There are a lot of dudes. I don't want to use the word hate because that's a strong word. Yeah. But there's a lot of dudes that I just do not like being around. I do, and they know it, and I make it known that you know I don't like them, you know, because they're just dirty and grimy. You know, I see the way they've used people, the way they treated promoters, the way they treated fans. You know, and then they're two-faced with me because they want something from me, so they're cool with me.
Right.
I don't like that. You got to be real with everyone. You know, treat your fans the way you want them to treat you. Because look at Roadium Radio right here are only live because of people that are on the live are viewing, whether they want to be on the live chat or not, but they're viewing it. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. It's all about the fans.
Yeah, of course.
It's all about the fans. They're the ones that put food on our table. We just got to go out there and get it and earn it and give them what they pay for.
Yeah.
So that's what I tell up and coming artists. But the business is grimy.
You know, they're the way they define real is just, man, I'll tell you, like, I don't know much, bro. I've been in this industry for a very, very, very short amount of time, but it doesn't make me green to a lot of like real life shit, you know. Like I've been a businessman my whole life. I've been a dad for 19 years. You know what I mean? Like it's just the thing is that it's crazy to see that everyone thinks they're real. Everyone thinks they're real. Everyone thinks they have haters. Everyone thinks that everyone's out to get them. So what the way I approach this is, I tell her, Jay, just don't ever break your character. Don't ever break your character for nobody. Like for nobody. It don't matter if they unfollow you, if work with you in the past and they don't mess with you no more. Like if you know deep down inside you didn't do nothing wrong, don't break your character. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, that's all we have. Like that's all we have. And I know it gets hard. Believe me, I know it gets hard. Like I don't come from this day and age. You know what I mean? Obviously, you know, it's a whole different generation now.
Yes.
It's and you know more than anybody in this room. It's a whole different generation now.
Yes.
But I try to instill that in her at a very young age. It's like, don't ever break your character, because then it starts eating at you, and then you start becoming that person.
Yes.
Because because like I said, at the end of the day, this is all cool. It's fun. You know what I mean? But that's all we have. You know, that's all we have. And it's been very hard. Like I said before, like to parent her and manage her. It's been the toughest battle of my life.
Right.
Because there's a very, very thin line, bro. Like there's a very thin line, and it's very, very, very stressful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what I see in the music industry is not what I want her to be involved with.
Yeah.
But who am I to take that passion away from her? So what am I going to do is step in as that coach, that mentor, that manager, whatever it is you want to call me, and just learn the game, you know, and try to instill it in her as much as I possibly can.
Yes.
That's why the very first time she made a buck, the very first, and she remember this, I have it on video. I obviously fronted her some cash to make some merch. She made all kinds of money. I took it from her and I gave her her piece, and she's like, "What is this?" I'm like, "That's your piece. What do you think I'm gonna keep fronting you money? And like you just
That
making
was so
money?"
funny.
She didn't understand at that moment what I was doing.
Right.
You know? But then from that day forward, she learned how to flip, quadruple. And then eventually, not even a full year later, and she's financially independent, you know what I mean? And it all stems from a little small lesson where I didn't sit there and talk to her for 2 hours about it. I simply just acted on it for a split second, and she picked up on it.
She understood it.
And she understood it. And now it's like she's addicted to that now. She's addicted to flipping her bread and profiting and making her own money. Like she's addicted to it in a good way, you know, in a good way. Like you know what I mean? So, man, there's just so much to talk about, but going back to the whole artist thing, it's just crazy how how different artists, the majority of artists, all say they're real. You're fake. I have haters, and it's just, man, it's just a nasty business, bro, to say the least.
Give you a quick little story. I knew a guy in the 90s, blew up, had one song, blew the hell up, treated people like garbage. Second album, he fell off, never came back out. And then he tried to humble himself, but I knew he was still the real jerk inside. He did people so bad when he was up here that when he finally came down, nobody wanted to help him. Nobody wanted to touch him because they saw who he really was. You know, and there's a quote that people love to give. I don't know if he said it or not, but they credit Abraham Lincoln for it. He said, if you ever want to test the character of a man, give him a little bit of power.
Oh. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And he was tested. And he just hated his fans. Like he talked. I don't like talking like this, especially in front of young ladies. But when you tell a fan, "Can I get an autograph?" Fuck you, get away from me. And I've seen that stuff like that. Okay, this is not Ukraine. Fireworks.
Ukraine?
Okay.
I remember watching a show one time where you guys thought there was gunshots and you guys started hitting the floor. Homeboy hit the floor. I was like, what?
I actually just went like,
yeah.
The hell was that?
Homeboy hit the floor. I was like, what?
Yeah. No, he dope and he was spooning his girl over there. But
but I wanted to say that there's like not a lot of genuine intention behind most.
Yes.
I would say all people in the music industry. Everyone is in the music industry for all reasons superficial, whether they want girls, whether they want money, whether they want fame. They want in for the superficial reasons. And I think being an artist is the least superficial thing you could be as a human being, because art is like, it's subjective. Art could be anything, and art is like a piece of your soul, I feel like. So I think to be fake in an industry that, you know, is not or shouldn't be full of such fake people, it's crazy. And so, like I said, I've already met so many people, and I'm not even saying, like, I feel like, I don't want to sound bad when I say this, but most people, I would not choose to hang out with them. I would not choose to be friends with them. I know how to be calm and obviously to be respectful to everybody, because I'm not disrespectful and I'm not going to start drama or nothing like that. But me personally, I have not met almost anyone like me in this industry, and I feel very lucky, like I said, to have my dad and to have a team, my parents. of people that genuinely care about me and they're genuinely looking out for me. You know, like Magic isn't looking to financially take advantage of me, when I, you know, hopefully one day get up there. I'm surrounded by very genuine people, and I feel that that's the reason why I am the way that I am. Like I said, I was lucky enough to have that because not everybody has that.
Right.
A lot of times people meet people that they just want to screw them over, or they just see them as walking dollar signs, or they want something from them.
Very true.
My team doesn't want anything from me but for me to be happy, and I feel like that's what differentiates me from a lot of artists, because a lot of artists don't have that. But that's why I feel like it's my job as a human being, that I just want to be a good person, and as an artist, to influence the people in my life, to influence my fans, and to influence other artists that I meet in a positive way. Because I always say, like, my intentions for everyone are genuine and they're pure, and the only reason that you could ever mess that up is if you do something dirty to me. But even then, I still won't be rude to you. I'm still going to respect you, and I'm still going to be cordial, but I'm not going to be your friend. You know what I mean? So that's like, I would say, like, that's the hardest mentality to make people have, because a lot of times people can't see the fake people in their life. The people can't see themselves being taken advantage of. Right. Me, I could easily see that. I easily know when people want something from me. I could just read it off their body language, the way that they speak, the times that they will hit me up. I know, and it's unfortunate that so many people don't have that built into them.
Right.
But to me, it's like, it comes natural.
You know, you said something like, I'm different. I don't see anybody like me in the industry.
Right.
I'm going to say it, okay? Your daughter has a good head on her shoulders. And there aren't too many people in his industry that do. You said they're in it for the fame, they're in it for the money, and there was another
girls.
One. Yeah, the girls, okay? You know. And that is very true. That is very, very true. That's all they're in it for. And you know what? For me, then this industry is not for you then.
Yep.
It's not for you, you know? This industry for you is for you to shine and for you to, if you will, to blossom, to bloom in front of everybody, because you have that gift and you want to share it with everyone, and you got fans, you know what, and you're having fun with it. You know, so I would just say continue to do that, and I would say continue to read.
Oh yeah, I love reading. That's probably one of the biggest things that I got clowned on for when I was little. Like, because out of all my cousins, they used to think I was like boring and like the weird one. I would be right there on my laptop writing novels and reading. I used to, like, I guess to them, my ideas of fun were boring, but to me, it was always stuff that helped me grow.
Okay, I'm gonna share something with your dad. See, growing up in this neighborhood, the girls that I used to chase were the nerdy girls. Oh, I'm dead serious. With all the nerdy people are like, bro, that's not your style. And I was like, okay, what's my style then? You know, the girls with the big boobs hanging out, the short miniskirts. I'm like, bro, you know what? You can go ahead and have that, homie.
You know what though? Like, a little bit off topic, but that's another reason too why I like to dress like a guy. Sometimes, like, yeah, people make fun of me, whatever they want to say, but I'm like, first of all, I don't want to be objectified or sexualized by men. Like, I want them to see me as a person first. I want them to like my music, my personality, things about me, not about what I look like. And not only that, but like, too, I was like, they're probably just mad, I always say, because I dress better than everyone's boyfriend. You know, everyone wears tight pants nowadays.
Right. You know, that's funny. I mean, not funny, but one thing that sticks with me, because ever since the last time we've been here, it's been over a year, and she's done many interviews, many shows, you know, a lot. And besides the recent one with Realness, because I thought that was dope. They touched on some very sensitive subjects, especially our culture, you know. Yes. But besides that, the last true interview and podcast that I think she feels very connected to was yours. And I think for me was because I remember afterwards you told her, like, you know what, Jay, like, we're right there. You're like, even if your music sucked, like, I will still support you because you're such a dope person. Like, you're so dope, you know? And I remember leaving here, I'm like, you see, Jay, that's the number one reason why I always tell you to always be yourself, because you can be the best, whatever. It doesn't matter in anything, in sports, music, whatever. But people remember you for your character. The people that truly meet you, at least. Yes, you know what I mean? Yes. They remember you for your character and for who you are. And I remember you told her that, and I'm like, damn, that stuck with me like heavy, you know, because we raised her to be that way.
Yeah.
We raised her, and it took a lot. I mean, it took a lot out of us, bro, because believe me, it's, you know what it's like raising kids, right? So especially in this generation, so it took a lot out of us, sacrifices, you know, like we had to completely like devote our lives to raising our kids while still maintaining our lifestyle, raise more kids, run businesses. My wife has a full-fledged career, bro. Like I mean, people always think that Jay's like, man, how are you doing, bro? I'm like, she's not even the one that keeps me the busiest. My son does, you know, and then we have 2 more, you know, coming up. So it's like, it's just our life is so crazy and hectic. You know what I mean? So we try very hard to like remain who we are as people, as human beings, because like I tell, like at the end of the day, that's what people remember you for.
Very true.
You know, it's all we have. You know, it is all we have. And no, I'm not lucky. You know, my kids aren't lucky. My wife wasn't lucky. We just work hard.
Yes.
Like my daughter works very hard. I don't know how the hell they do it. Her and Magic, I do not know how they do it, but they do it, and that's all that matters.
You know, I was at a radio station in 1992 in San Francisco. It was called KMEL. It was one of the biggest radios. They say either Power 106 or KMEL is bigger. During that time, they didn't know who was bigger.
Wow.
Okay. So we went up there, and I'm doing my interview. I produced a High C album. Okay, and it's doing really well. And the DJ kind of just shook my hand, and he had another guy here. He was more talking to this guy, and this guy was all marihuano. He was kind of buzzed during the day, and he was like, "Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yeah." And he wasn't even asking me no questions. So I was just kind of just waiting. And then finally, this guy whom he kept talking to cursed. You know, he said like, man, what's up with all these motherfucking questions? Like, that's what he said. He was an artist. So, and then he kind of switched his attention to me, and he started telling me stuff about, you know, as far as, why did you produce a record? How did you meet High C? You know, music questions. So I answered all of them properly.
Mm-hmm.
After the interview, he came up to me and goes, hey, man, come here. I want to apologize to you. And I was like, I was rude to you, man. He said, because, you know what? I had a brother here, and I really didn't want to interview you. You know? Really, he was probably telling me I wanted to interview him because he's black.
Of course.
I'm black.
Oh, I remember the story when you told me last time.
And then he tells me, but look, I don't even like your music. I actually think your album's whack.
What?
He told me that. And you know, how do you respond to one of the biggest radio stations ever?
Yeah.
But here's what I said. But here's what he finished saying. But I like you, man. He said, I like you, and I'm gonna put your record on regular rotation. I'm not even gonna play your shit anymore. So one thing that I learned is 3 things, and I hope I remember them. Number 1, approach is everything.
Of course.
You only go as far as your attitude, and you don't get a second chance to make a first impression.
You don't.
You know why, ultimately, why I think that I am the way that I am, to like how I've finally evolved to like the person that I am. I think it's because I feel like everyone in life has like this little safety like thing in their mind, like embarrassment, anxiety, all those things, right? And I feel like I don't know what happened in my life. I don't know if it wasn't like my tata passed away or like just things that I went through that like I just ripped that Band-Aid off, and I just don't care about it anymore. I don't care about embarrassment. I don't hardly get anxious. Nothing makes me nervous. Like I'll literally I'll talk to strangers all the time when I go out in public and stuff like that. And then it's like, I don't know, but I just feel like I got rid of that little thing that everyone has, and I don't know what to call it because I don't know what exactly it is. I guess maybe like fear, but
I'm sorry, bro. Can they grab her Uber Eats real quick? One of the guys.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro.
Go ahead.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Here, get my phone because they're calling so you can talk to the guy. Sorry. But I was gonna say, like, I just have it.
What did you order?
I ordered vegan mac and cheese, and I ordered vegan shrimp because I want to try it. And I don't know what that tastes like. And vegan like spicy chicken. I don't even know.
She's vegan, bro.
And vegan cornbread.
So no tortas de carne asada con todo.
Vegan, yeah. No, but like okay. I don't know what it is, but like I just feel like there's only one purpose in life, and it's to live. That's it. And so I feel like all the time when I go somewhere or like anything, I try to make it like more fun than it should be, because I'm just like, okay, this is one experience. Like, for example, when I'll go to the mall or something and I'm like singing loud on purpose, or like I talk to random people, my sister gets annoyed at me. She's like, you're so weird and you're so this, and I'm like, no, like this makes me feel like alive and happy, and like, you know, having this random conversation with a random lady like just made my day, or like stuff like that. And that's how I go about everything, like when even in the music industry and just stuff like that. And I just feel that I just got rid of all just like superficial things in my life, if that makes sense, like what I'm trying to say. Like I just ripped that Band-Aid off of just like stop being scared of stuff and just like live, like just do it. Like if you get embarrassed, okay, it's gonna last for like a few minutes and it's gone. No one's gonna remember, nobody cares. And so I feel like that's why a lot of fake stuff doesn't impress me, and then I'm in the fakest industry ever, so it's like real hard, you know. And like I guess I just want to say just in general that Like all these new rappers, new art, a lot of them, they do not impress me. Their lyrics, their music videos, everyone's a clone of everybody. They say the same things, they look the same, they act the same. It's the same thing, naked girls, money, the same thing over and over and over. And so it's like I have yet to meet an artist that truly impresses me. Like, you know, because I'm saying like almost everybody in this industry, it's like it's the exact same thing. It's like the exact same thing, and it's insane.
I have to agree. You know what? We have a few minutes left, and I have to ask you this. 2022, we have about 6 more months left.
Mm-hmm.
What can your fans expect from you going forward? Is there any new music coming out, single, EP, album? What can people expect from J-Roxxx?
Well, basically, I'm gonna start an empire.
Okay.
No, but I was telling my dad that recently a lot of Mexicans have been on the come up, like in the music industry, like, you know, with the corrido tumbado, like that whole genre and all that. And I was telling my dad, I was like, that's so good that we finally have Mexicans. They're finally being up there, you know?
Right.
But I was like, and even though I'm proud of them and I know some of them personally, we still don't have a Chicana artist, like someone that's representing for them. Like, yes, we have our Mexican artists. I was like, but now it's time to break through and we need a face for Chicanos. And I was like, and honestly, I think that's gonna be me. Like, I think it's gonna be me because I can do everything. Like, and not only can I do everything, because yeah, talent is one thing, but then there's also the hard work part. And I think that I have that too, because I feel like even when I get in my slumps and whatever, like no matter what happens in my life, I always feel like I know to keep going forward, like no matter what, even no matter what I go through my mind, right? And not only that, but I just think like, yeah, kind of how you said, like even if my music sucked, you would still like me as a person. Like that's how a lot of people have, what a lot of people have told me. So I'm like, even if my music doesn't entirely, you know, make up for something, it's like I know my personality and the way that I treat people will, because that's just me as a person,
and
you know?
they'll still support you.
Yeah, exactly. And so like, I don't know, but I think I just want to finally put like Chicanos on a mainstream level, because we have had like little breakthroughs here and there, but like to on a mainstream level to where they respect us and to where we're no longer seeing as a joke or like, oh, those are like, those fools are old heads, or the way that they dress, they make fun of the way that, you know, our people talk. Everything about our culture is like they don't understand us, and they will never understand us until it's represented in a way that's right, you know? Like,
correct.
Look at shows like On My Block, the way they portray Chicanos, like corny, whack. Every time I see that, I physically cringe at how they portray us all the time. And so I just truly think that we need that face for Chicanos, because I think I'm perfect for it, because I'm not too old, I'm not too young. I think I'm pretty smart, and I've learned this industry. You know, I have a really good team. I have really good ideas. I want to branch out to do all, you know, genres eventually, to prove that Chicanos are not just, oh, we're just gangsters and that's it. Like, no, we do listen to rock, we do listen to sad music, we do like, and to just, I feel like I have everything is in my favor to make that happen.
You know, Freddie, you being her father and you hear her talk like that, father and manager, let's remember that. How do you feel when you hear her speak like that, man?
I feel proud. I mean, I feel proud, you know, definitely makes me feel like all of our hard work has paid off, you know. We definitely have our moments, you know, but overall, I'm very big on looking at the bigger picture, and overall the bigger picture is coming together. You know, I really, like earlier when she was speaking the same way, and I start reading the live comments, and it's almost as if people expect Chicanos to be ignorant, because she's speaking very well. She's like giving a piece of herself to the interview, and people are like, oh, look at her, fake chola. Oh, look at her, she's so fake. Why? Because she's educated? Like, why? Because she's smart? Like, it's almost our own people expect, of course, this, and and I try not to let stuff like that get to me, or like even waste time on thinking about stuff like that. But it's such a common thing now, you know what I mean? It's around us 24/7. You know, like the Tyga video, a bunch of stuff going on right now. It's like Joe Biden's wife comparing us to breakfast burritos. Like, it's just like a lot of it's hard to stay away from it when it keeps dragging you back into it, and we're so passionate about it. Yeah, like if you're passionate about something, you can't just walk by and see it and whatever. You can do it so many times, you can, but the pureness in you is gonna want to speak out or want to at least voice your opinion, you know. And it's just, it makes me upset, because I truly know how and who she is, but people are so ignorant, and because of their I guess insecurities, they want her to be a certain way.
Yeah. You know what? And I have to agree with that. You know, some people just hate out of ignorance, and you know, for them to say, "Oh, she's fake this," "Oh, she's fake that," you know, I just don't understand that. Like one time, somebody told me on the live chat, and I here's what I watch. Okay, and that's my time. That's what I have. Okay. One day I had on the live chat, and somebody put Tony A's podcast is whack. Okay, and I'm thinking, you know what? I've been talking shit for 3 hours already, and this guy has been watching for 3 hours just to tell me I'm whack. You know, and I said, wow, is your life really that boring?
And that's never made sense to me too. Is like when people like when people legitimately hate on you, like for real, me, like I'm like, when I don't like something, I just stay away from it. I'm not gonna be all up in the comment sections of everything that I don't like, because if I was in the comment sections of everything that I don't like, I would literally have no life, no career, nothing, because it's too much. So it's just like, just ignore it if you don't like it, you know?
Yeah, like I can't be watching and then be like, you know what, I hate his shirt. He looks fat right there.
He looks fat right there.
You got a double chin.
You know what though? Me and Magic were actually having a really good conversation about that the other day, about judgment. And I was like, okay, people, it's so crazy too, because the same types of people that would be like, only God could judge me, are the same ones that judge everybody else. It's like, so everybody must be God then at that, with that logic, you know? And my logic too is, I was telling Magic, is like, I got rid of judging other people. Like I rid that from my mind, and I no longer do it, because I was like, you could always be wrong. I was like, I can't even imagine the things that people probably assume about me. Like imagine it, and me knowing it's not even true at all. So I'm like, I stopped doing that to other people. And I told Magic, and even if you do get a bad vibe off of someone, or you don't like them or whatever, I'm like, you still don't have to judge them. Just distance yourself, but you don't have to be like, oh well, this is none, like, and be so critical. Because I was like, if somebody took all of our faults, everything that we've ever done wrong in our life, and put on a piece of paper, broadcasted it to the world, everybody would feel guilty of something.
Yeah, you know, it would be like, I can criticize you, but the moment you say something to defend yourself, only God can judge me. Only God. Really, what I'm saying is, don't tell me that what I'm doing is wrong. Yeah. That's really what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Only God could judge me. And then I go off air and I tell people I'm an atheist. So, anyways, really quick, as far as music is concerned, anything coming out anytime soon? What can we expect?
Right now I'm actually in a little
slump.
No, not in a slump. In a little, like, I guess I have a little dilemma going on, because I have 2 songs.
It's a good problem.
It's a good problem.
Okay.
I have 2 songs that I think are bangers completely, but they're 2 totally different genres, and now I'm stuck between, all right, what road do I want to take?
Hold on. You're talking to a music like genius here, so why don't you sing a piece of them and let him tell you his opinion?
Okay, well, I have no music, but this one was inspired by Santa Fe Clan. Do you listen to him?
I've heard of him, yes.
Okay, it's like, well, whatever, it doesn't matter. So this little piece right here was inspired by him, so I'm gonna just sing, like, I'll just sing it. So it goes, like, Te amé, todavía te quiero, siempre te amaré, todavía te quiero. And it goes into the verse, which will go, cada día que pasa siento la tristeza, recuerdo cuando me llamaste tu princesa, pero ya no estás aquí, estás durmiendo en el cielo, estos recuerdos ya no quiero olvidar el dolor. And it sounds kind of whack without music, but
no, it sounded good to me.
It's like
because I know where it's going.
It's like I can show you the real version afterwards, but so that's that. So it's like more of like a Santa Fe Clan, like Mexican rap type of vibe. That's the feel that it has, the music. And then I have a pop punk song. Yeah.
That's the reaction I wanted. See, go.
Okay.
So I don't, like I said, I don't have the music, but it goes like, I left my love at the altar. He said, come back to me. I stuck a knife in his heart, and then I watched him bleed. Once upon a time, you were a fantasy, but I'ma end this fairy tale. No more you and me. So that one's a little bit more fun, upbeat, and it's a pop punk song. It was inspired by Lil Peep. I know you probably don't listen to him.
I know who he is though.
Yeah, so it's inspired by Lil Peep, and because I just like that type of music. So now I'm stuck, because I'm like, I don't know which path to take, because you know, it's like whatever image I'm gonna put out next, and it's like if I go this route, it's gonna be more of like a Santa Fe clan, Santa Grifa, more like I want to say like like a grimy type of feel, you know, like I said, just like that Mexican rap, and it's more sad and dark, and then this is more like poppy and more fun and like upbeat.
Happy and dark.
Yeah, the lyrics are dark because it's about killing your husband, but killing your husband on your wedding day, but it's more like, you know, like I'll show you the actual songs after, but it's more of like a very upbeat vibe, and it's just, you know, like it's a totally different image.
Here's what I got, okay? And maybe just give it a thought. Do one more song. That way you could have 3. I know you may have
another one.
Just try one more, because I think you may find the one that you're looking for to put out first, and then let one of those be the follow.
Well, here's a dilemma. So the slump she was talking about earlier was because she just didn't know what direction her career was heading at that very moment. Nothing bad. It was just, I guess, you know, artists go through that, I guess. I don't know. So she, in her head, she thought her team, which is myself, Magic, you know, Big all D. Of us, my wife, Big D, we're going to hold her back from releasing like a punk rockish EP. So the minute she told us, we're like, let's do it. Big D was, you know, big black dude, Mr. LA. Right. Jay, we got to do it, Jay. Jay, we got to do it.
I was shocked.
We were at the airport on our way to Idaho, and he's like, Jay, we got to do that, Jay. Jay, we got to get with somebody and do it. Magic was out for it. So she was like, oh my God, because she has like 5 or 6, 7 songs like that. So instantly she goes, Dad, I can do it then. I'm like, yeah, you got the songs. Let's just do it the right way. Out of nowhere, like 2 weeks ago, she's in her room and she writes that other dope ass song in Spanish. And now she's like, Dad, but I got this song now. I'm like, oh shit. You know what I mean? So that was the more the dilemma is like, are we gonna go, you know, like,
yeah, because image is everything, and marketing and what you brand yourself as is everything. So it's like if I brand myself as like this, you know, Mexican little rockera girl, like, you know, then I don't want people to think I'm only gonna do that now, you know, or like a lot of, or maybe even have current fans that are like, oh, now she's switching up, she's doing a different genre, this is not Mexican and whatever. You know what I mean? So it is it's like a hard thing to transition into. But then with this other side, it's like I don't want people to get stuck with thinking I'm only gonna do Spanish music forever, because I'm not. I'm gonna keep doing it, but not only do that.
Okay, now let me ask both of you guys this last question, okay?
Yeah.
Where do you think there's a bigger fan base on, the Spanish one or the little punk one?
Well, I haven't dropped anything punk, so I can't really say, like, because they don't really know what I'm capable of, because they've, you know, never. I would say, hold on though, in the Mexican, like amongst Mexicans and Chicanos, definitely the Spanish, the oldies, because that's us.
Right.
But on a mainstream level, obviously
I would say that, but I would still do one more.
See, well, from a business standpoint, I'm not her dad, I'm not nothing. I'm looking at it from the outside. From a business standpoint, we did incorporate Psycho and a few other songs into her first album, which were not Spanish, not oldie, not Chicano-ish, not, you know what I mean?
Of course.
So everything gravitated more towards the Spanish, the oldies, the Chicano vibes and whatnot, you know? I would say the fans have already spoken, and that's what they love when it comes down to her.
Okay.
But she's just so super mega talented when it comes down to the other stuff. I don't think she's even like really got a taste of what it's gonna be like when she releases music like that. Because people that love that kind of music, I mean, they go hard for you. You know, they're like at your shows, like, you know what I mean? Because right now, they love her and they'll sing her songs, but like she said, most of her songs are sad. They can't really like jam out to them.
Right.
I think when she sees the impact her English music, like English rock music's gonna have, it's gonna change completely, you know, her opinion, obviously.
Now, if say you choose a Spanish one, okay, would you be happy with that decision right now, or are you still undecided?
Right now, I guess I would be, because like I said, I'm still too like also trying to represent. Well, my ultimate plan is to do, or like my goal is to just like completely, like I said, be the face for Chicanas. I want to be the it girl for Chicanas. Like, not only do I want to, but I'm going to, because I already have everything that I need to be that. And so once I feel like that I have that kind of like, I guess, status or that respect from my people, which of course I need to gain. I'm not going to one day be like, oh, I'm the best and that's it. No, of course I want to gain it from them. And I feel once I have that status, then I could start branching out to things to prove like, all right, like if they love me, now I can show them that Chicanos are not one thing. We're not just cholas and cholos and talk like a food like in every sentence. Like that's not, we're not the stereotypes. I mean,
nah,
yeah, like
I've never known one person that ever talked to me like that.
I do.
Okay.
No, but like that's what I'm saying. Like, and
but
I want
natural, not fake.
I guess basically what I'm saying is I want to become the face, and then I want to break all the stereotypes after that, and then I feel that's how we will gain the ultimate respect in the music
industry.
She's
gonna do it, bro. I'm gonna tell you right here, right now, so it can be on record. Like I always tell her, like, when you do something, you gotta 100% be ready to, like, would you bet on yourself? Like, would you fucking bet your motherfucking life on yourself right now?
Yeah.
Okay, then let's do it. And that's the way I've always told her and approach things like situations. I know it's hard. It's gonna be harder for us because we can easily play into what's cool right now. We can. She has a platform now. We can easily play into what's cool
play it safe.
And play it safe and be be in a comfort zone. Luckily, I'm not okay with that. And neither is her team. And her team, again, Magic and D, they're 100% all for letting her be herself, which I think is a blessing in this industry because everybody usually wants to control what you put out. So I think she is going to be the face of our movement. I think she's going to be the one that changes how the world looks at us, portrays us, makes fun of us, without even thinking twice about it. Because as you see it happening, it's getting to the point where now too many people are comfortable with it. And it's cool. We're not known as crybabies. We're not known as like, hey, whatever. We're going to be opinionated and get mad. But the one thing about our people is that we move forward. We move forward and we're not going to look backwards. You know what I mean? Absolutely. So I would bet my whole life right now that she's going to be the face of that. 100%.
And it's funny because I always tell my dad when he tells me about like super dope Chicano artists or whatever, I feel like they always almost made it, but then something always happens. Like SPM, I feel like he would have taken over, the world, but he got locked up. And then even for example, like Psycho Realm, I love Psycho Realm. I'm like, why aren't they more popular? And then my dad told me like, that his Six Dragon's brother got paralyzed and all this unfortunate stuff happened. And I'm just like,
Little One with Eazy-E, Night Out with Eazy-E, like those are the types of, like, that's just the luck we've had, bro.
Yeah.
Like when people talk about hip hop and don't include our people, it's like, dude, where were you around when the Mexicans were like literally the most lyrical group ever?
Yeah.
Flipping it Spanish and English, like, how are they not mentioned, bro? Like Psycho Realm, like, Mortal Technique, he's not Raza, but he's Latino, he's Hispanic,
And Aztec Escobar.
Benny Paz is half Puerto Rican, Aztec Escobar from Houston. Like, these dudes are literally some of the best lyricists, and not just of our time, ever. And nobody ever talks about them. Nobody.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah. Okay, well, you know what? We come to the end of our interview. I'm having a great time. Your vegan food is waiting for you over there.
My jawline looks good in the camera angle.
You know what? Before we end this, bro, you need to bring my wife and myself back for that Freaky Tales podcast, because she will pick your brain and love to talk about all that ancient history and aliens. I'll be drinking while you guys are talking.
Okay.
But I'm down, bro. Like, my wife is a super mega, like, she's super smart, and her thing is history and aliens.
Okay, let's talk afterwards and we'll set something up.
Let's do it, bro.
Okay, so and what's your name?
Who?
What's your wife's name?
Oh, Lucy.
Lucy Roxxx.
Lucy, that's what they
She's
call her.
probably watching it right now, probably laughing. Before we go to, I need to give a shout out to my Tío Chino because he's watching it. He texted me right before I went on. He was like, you better give me a shout out on air. So he better be watching it.
Okay, any more shout outs or that's it?
Shout out to my siblings because I also know that they're watching it. I know they're probably making fun of me. No, but I know they're watching it. I know my whole family's watching it right now at home. I don't miss you guys. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's a joke. I only miss mom.
And you know what? I want to just say something because I know earlier she kind of sounded like she was dogging everybody that we've ever met in the industry. The people that we work with, the people that we are still around are the 1%.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
I'm talking about, Rob, Little Rob, you know, Rob the Original, Baby Bash. All them dudes, man, they're like family now when we travel. You know what I mean? But you got to remember, she's performed with hundreds and hundreds of people around or the same shows, whatever. So it's them she's talking about. But the people that we're still around consistently are 100% from what we've seen and experienced true to their word, real as they come. And I just want to clarify that because earlier she did kind of sound like everybody's and it's not everybody's fake. It's just a lot of the people are.
No,
just for the people watching, because I know I know nowadays that can get like, you know.
I know, but I truly understood what you meant, and I feel the same way. So it's all good.
And one more thing.
Yes, sir.
Because she asked me all the time, and I don't know what the hell to tell her. For some reason, my kids are infatuated with the word scandalous. So why? Back in your day, why scandalous?
Okay, we're talking about the 80s, okay?
Yeah.
But it all started off of, here's how we named our mixtapes, whatever was going on on the streets. For an example, I'll give you one before I get to the scandalous. One time I looked at my beeper, my pager, and I had a cell. So I told Steve, the guy, he was like my little engineer while I did all my scratching, recording the mixtape. So I went outside, and he looked out my window, and he saw me sell a $20 rock to this one dude. So he came back in, and I just told him. He goes, "What was that?" And I said, "Well, I sold him my last 20." And so I pulled out my money, and I had a big wad. And he goes, "What's that?" And I go, "It's recop money." And he goes, "Oh, what's recop?" And I go, "Well, I'm not going to spend it. This is what you buy more dope with." Yeah. That's what I explained to him, because that's what I was doing at the time. So and then he says, "Recop, I like that." So he named one tape Recop. So every time me and High C would get together, it could be like, "Oh, that bitch is scandalous right there. Like, she's sucia."
Yeah.
Okay. Or like say we saw a guy popping, that fool scandalous. He got some scandalous ass moves. So it could be like, it could be almost like dope. All depends in context how you use it.
Yeah, of course.
So it was just a street word that was popular during the time.
Scandalous.
I think it's the best word ever.
But it's funny because when we named our tape that, Steve misspelled it. He put SKANLIST, scandalous.
Oh, scandalous.
You know, and I was no, it's scandalous, bro. So the correct word is scandalous.
Yes.
And we didn't want to say, "Oh, that girl is scandalous." So we said,
that girl is scandalous.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Scandalous.
So it was just an 80s word.
And you gave us a hat last time for her, Theo Chino, who, you know,
the one I just gave a shout out.
Yeah, he's a diehard fan of yours too. So we gave him the hat, the gray one that says scandalous on it.
That's scandalous.
Yeah. So, but she did, and I forget, you know, because I'm not gonna go ask you, "Hey, bro, what?" You know. So matter of fact, she asked me today too. She goes, "Dad, so why scandalous?" I'm like, "Well, I don't know. Ask them. You know, we're gonna be."
Yeah, but it's just kind of like one thing. Okay, I never understood the brand Sucio and Sucia. I've never understood it. So maybe one day I would like to ask, you know, King Little G, how he came up with that, because to me, I wouldn't want to say something that says Sucio.
Yeah.
You know, and that's not to down it. A lot of people wear it, you know, but there's people that may feel the same way. I don't want to wear something that says scandalous.
I do.
You know, but I just think it's a dope word. So.
I think we all have our words that, like, I say disgusting, like, "Man, that's just fucking disgusting," but I mean it in a good way.
See? Okay, see what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, if it was in a bad way, depending on its context,
exactly.
that's just scandalous right there.
Yeah, so there you go. That's how scandalous was born.
Yeah.
She named our group chat with our family Scandalous Paisas. Mm-hmm. So, you know, so that's, and it's been that way since before we, like, forever, like 2-3 years now since, so.
When I first made that group chat, I made it called Scandalous Paisas, and it's just stayed that way forever.
Wow. See, and we need to be careful saying paisa, because you shouldn't be using that word. That's degrading our people.
You know what? We get a pass. We can say what we want.
I always say this too. Like, at the end of the day, they see all of us as beaners, no matter how much percent Mexican. At the end of the day,
exactly.
Like white people are just gonna be like, "Oh, you know, they're Mexican, they're beaners." They're like, that's how they're gonna see us.
Nobody understands how many fucking subcultures and cultures are within our Chicano Mexican
and they don't
community.
care.
So you know what? Forget them, bro. Like, we all have.
All good.
We all have families.
Freddie, any shout outs?
You know what? Just a shout out to you, man, and for holding it down and giving a platform to artists like Jay, and I mean I don't know how the fuck you have so many people on your show, bro, but I try to keep up, but I just can't sometimes. I watch the ones that I really know, you know. Shout out to my wife for holding it down back home, you know, always when I travel with her, you know, and when she can, she goes too, you know what I mean? So it definitely takes a village, can I say village?
Yes,
to raise a little Indian, you know what I mean? Yeah. So shout out to everybody back home, man, for supporting my daughter.
It's all good. You know what? One thing, even the people that I don't know as far as, and I give them a platform to shine light on what they do. I learn from them. Like, I learned from her, you know. I learned from them. So when people tell me, "How can you interview so many people?" Believe it or not, I like to learn.
You're soaking it in.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
of
soaking
course.
it in. So I learned a lot from you, even though you're a lot younger than me. It doesn't matter. You can never stop learning. You can never act like you know it all.
Hell
You know.
no.
So, anyways, other than that, let me give a shout out once again to J Roxxx, Freddie Roxxx, and what's
That's not a
that?
stick, bro.
Okay, can you give it to me? Oh, well, just give me their name, bro.
Freddie Roxxx.
I want to thank everybody that dropped money on the live chat. One of them was
Super chat.
Burgundy Boulevard. Shout out to J Roxxx tapping in to support our gente. Okay, let me see. There's another one. Gilbert Ortiz. Norbert asked Tony to ask J Roxxx about song with Little Rob.
I belong to you.
I believe he didn't say the name of the song, but just to ask you about it.
One song we have, fool.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
The banger.
And then play it 3D. You vote from Oceanside. So we have those. So yeah, just
Hey,
I don't know.
do we get half of that money, bro? Because
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, bro.
Exactly.
Keep donating.
All good. Okay, everybody. Once again, let me give a shout out to Norbert. Let me give a shout out to my boy Alex Cervantes. Let me give a shout out to my son, Be Scandalous, and let me give a shout out to the Hip Hop Jedi. So yeah, my son, it's not Be Nice, it's Be Scandalous.
Be scandalous.
So we're out of here. Her vegan food is ready. I'm gonna try shrimp, and I'm gonna have me some tequila while he drinks his whiskey. And we out of here. Go Cowboys! Super Bowl.
Yes, sir.